I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yeah, Zo, come on that thing yelling at somebody, man. What you yelling at?
Damn, I didn't know y'all
heard. What's up, everybody, man? Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. You know, I got Zo in the building with me tonight, man. So if you haven't subscribed to my guy, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to In the Zo podcast, man. But let's get these shout outs, man. We're going to get it. Hey, we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about some of these quarterbacks, man. And who do we believe the Vikings are going to get, and who do we believe they should get? There's a difference. There is a difference, all right? So, but we're going to get into it, man. Shout out my Skull Bro, man. We got Skull Mafia in the building. Let's go.
Oh, Mafia. That's my guy.
We got David Ditter in the building, man. Let's get it, man. My guy. Let's go, man.
Hey, what's the deal?
See, Ditter, I think Ditter wants to wait. From what I know about Ditter wants to wait until next year and get Shador Sanders. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we was big on him too, man. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, we'll see what happens, man. Shout out Wiggins World in the building. Appreciate you, man, saying we need to get Daniels. Let's go.
Facts.
Let's go. Bob said, I want to mock. I got you, Mr. I want to knock, man. We're going to do that. We got Gary, man. Papa Gary in the building. Let's go. Shout out Papa Gary, man.
Gary, what's the deal?
We got Zud Jolgad, man. Let's get it, man. Shout out to you, man, in the building. Let's get it. We got Skull for Life Barber, man. Barber gonna fade you up. You already know what time it is, man. Let's get it. Shit, holla at Skull for Life Barber, man. Get you right. You know what I'm saying? Holla at Skull for Life Barber, get you right, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dan in the building. I see you, Dan. Appreciate you tapping in with us. We got Norris in the building, my guy, man. Shout out Norris, man. Let's go. We got Adam in the building. Shout out my guy, Adam, man. Let's get it, man. Appreciate you tapping in, man. John Don, what's going on, John Don? Appreciate you tonight, man. You already know. We got Luft in the building. Let's go, man. Luft, let's go.
Full house tonight.
Full house tonight, man. We're going to get popping tonight. You know what I mean? Shout out Danny Crypto in the building. Let's get it, man. All right, let's go. I think I got everybody, man, at the beginning of the show. Let's get it, man. Oh, Sodak, my guy, Sodak in the building, man. Let's go. I can't forget my guy Scolding in the building, too. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Ooh, that thing lit, boy. Hey, Ric Flair going off tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie. Ric Flair acting bad tonight, boy. You hear me? Shout out to Ric Flair, man, for supporting the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair getting us started tonight, man. But, man, how you feeling, Zo? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling blessed, highly favored.
Let's go, here, man. I know that's right, man, for sure. Real. I feel the same way, man. Shout out Darren. Oh, Darian in the building, man. Appreciate you, brother, tapping in. Let's go. What happened?
I said that D Money, I think.
That D Money, man. Shout out D Money in the building, man. Let's go, man. Cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. But, man, let's talk about this, man. Y'all already know, man, most of the talk for the Minnesota Vikings. Anthony in the building, man. I see you, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right. That's enough of the shout outs for now. Let's go ahead and start talking. Let's get it. So, listen, the Vikings, we know we want us a quarterback, y'all. Like, right? Doesn't everybody want a quarterback? I think everybody can agree that we want a quarterback. Like, I don't think that's nothing to just throw up under the rug. I think all of us kind of want a quarterback. It's about which quarterback are we getting? You know what I mean? I want some new blood. So there's been some stuff coming out about Kirk Cousins possibly going to Atlanta still, which I don't see that fit as much. I don't know how you feel, Zoe, about that, but I don't see that fit as much as far as with Raheem Morris. But then again, it could happen still. Pittsburgh, It could happen. I don't think Pittsburgh is the type of market for him. But then again, I really don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep it real with
Yeah.
you. Like
I just
somebody, I think it's more about the money, anyways, with him.
yeah,
So
whoever pay on the
I
most.
think he'll go. Yeah, I think he gonna go with whoever paid the most. Right? Like this is the thing. Kirk already said in many interviews, especially the ones that's recent, he said his job is from August to January or whatever he said, February. After that, it's his agent's job to work. And he just sits back. So his agent really, when I hear something like that, it just tells me that his agent decides where the hell he gonna play. All right. That's just all it is, man. His agent
Mhm.
decides where the hell he gonna play. So his agent gonna pick the team. Hopefully his agent picks one of them other teams and not us. Cause I think it's time to move on, man. And I want to ask you, like, why do you think it's time to move on, Zoe? Let's just start with that.
It just he been here for 6 years. He's an older quarterback, and Kirk. Many would say he a great quarterback. He good. He this and that. But at the end of the day, man, we just not winning big football games with Kirk. I don't care about the 5,500 passing yards, the 50 touchdowns, to 5 interceptions. Like at the end of the day, man, we trying to win Super Bowls, win playoffs games to get to the Super Bowl. But with Kirk, we ain't never been to the NFC Championship game. And many people want to point the fingers, but at the end of the day, man, it don't even matter. He is the quarterback. He take the good with the bad. And we can't win with him. And plus, we paying him too much money.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
Like,
a
come on, man. He getting paid top five money. He not even cut like that.
he ain't cut like that. And they were talking, man. There was something about how much money Kirk has made. Man, Kirk has made so much damn money. It don't make no sense, man. Kirk is the money man, man. Money Mayweather. You hear me? Like for sure, man. Dog is should be part of the money team, man. Like for sure. He definitely knows how to get to the bag and fully
Yeah,
guaranteed
what?
too. Fully
Man,
guaranteed.
with a 1-3 playoff record.
Fully guaranteed. It don't matter if you win or not. He getting his money regardless. You know what I
Then
mean? He ain't
another
got to
thing,
prove nothing.
Then another thing, though, Rap, if you just sit back and look at our division, like everybody is progressing at the quarterback spot for real. And we
Yeah.
just stuck playing with Kirk. Green Bay, the turn the page from a MVP quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and Kirk
Mhm.
ain't did none of that. And we still, like many Vikings fans, want to bring Kirk Cousins back.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah. So
crazy to me.
there is fans that do want to bring him back. And you know, I think so Danny asked the question, what is the deadline for this, man? So I think the deadline is 2 days. So I think it's like March 11th, I
I
believe.
think 13th.
Or so March 13th. But usually I think they can get the deal done like March 11th. I think something about the Vikings need to have like at least the deal solidified or something like that. So it's gonna be up in that area. So around that time, you know, second week of March, pretty much a buckle your seatbelts because we about to see. You know what I
Right.
mean? We definitely about to see. Shout out Eric from New Mexico, man,
Shout
Florinda
out
and
to
Raquel.
Eric.
Let's go. Shout out nighttime, man. Shout out nighttime in the building. Let's go. Kirk Stands. Hey, listen,
Straight up.
man. Hey, listen. The Kyrgyzstan war has been crazy. You hear me? Like, I'm gonna keep it real, man. The Kyrgyzstan war on X has been crazy, man. You got everybody from Kyrgyzstan popping out. Listen, them boys is going wild. You heard? Like, it's getting crazy out here in these Kirko streets, man. Like, yo, them boy gotta chill, bruh. Like, they just have to chill, man. Shout out
Damn.
Adnan, man. Let's go, man. But you know, my reason is this, man. We've been doing it too long, just like kind of like you said. Like the main thing is if you bring him back this year, this gonna be year 7 that you trying something and you don't really have results, man. You don't have results. So that's the thing. Like, so I said this. If you are in a position, right? Like you say, if you're in a position like the 49ers and you have a Kirk Cousins. And ever since 2018, when we brought him in, you're making the NFC Championship game. At least you've made it at least twice. All right. I'll give it to him at least twice. But yet you're still making the playoffs damn near every year. But maybe you only make the NFC Championship game twice. We would be having a different conversation. because you're giving us some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. Like, okay, you can get there. You just can't, beat this certain team. And then we need to go to the drawing board and figure out how do we beat this certain team, whether that would have been the Eagles or whoever's been knocking us out, the 49ers, whatever. And you figure out what pieces we need to beat that team. Because at that time, I would say that it's not Kirk, right? It has to be something else going on there. And it's just not the case, bro. We're not even making wild card games. Like we made 2 wild card games since he's been here. That's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? This is unacceptable, bro. Like facts.
I feel you, man. That shit just over with, man.
Yeah, I should over with. So let's talk about our succession plan, though. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have some people call in tonight, and y'all can give us damn, somebody got the number too, man. Somebody gonna have to comment the number when it's time, but don't do it yet. When it's time, I know somebody has to know. I know Gary or somebody can comment the number. But let's talk about the succession plan though, and who's your favorite. So let me ask you first. Who's your favorite quarterback coming into the draft? Like, who would be your dream pick? Like the Vikings get this guy. This is the guy that we're gonna be going for.
I ain't gonna lie. My dream pick for real will be Jaden Daniels for real. Cause like I told you before, I seen him play week 1. He wasn't good in week 1, but he got better every week in college football. I really seen his quarterback get better every week.
Right.
Then like he got a big upside. Like he a young boy. He can throw. He can run with the football. He probably need to, learn how not to take hits in the NFL. But all that do with time. But he got a big upside. And in the Minnesota Vikings got a good wide receiver core. We just missing that quarterback that can extend some plays once the pocket break down.
Right.
And he either can run or throw the football because he can play. And plus, he real young.
Super young.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We need something like that. So I'm with you. Like Jaden Daniels is my number 1 pick, the realistic pick, at least. Obviously we would want, and I want everybody in the comments, man, drop down your number 1 pick, first. Drop who you would highly recommend the Vikings get. Like if you could pick, right, if you can have it your way, who would you get? So obviously most people's number 1 would be Caleb. Now you do have people that aren't big on Caleb, and that's understandable. I get it, right? But I would definitely do Jaden Daniels realistically. Like I think the Vikings can realistically still have a shot at Jaden Daniels. So that's my first one for sure. Just kind of same stuff like you said. You know what I mean? Like I just think he progressed as the season went on. He's elite at running the football, and he does have to learn how to not take hits. But that's something that can be coached. And I told you backstage, Jaden Daniels, just like Caleb Williams, they possess things that can't be coached though. And that's what makes me want the guy like that. You know what I mean? Right. They have things that they're just blessed and born with. And then you have guys like the Bo Nix and the Drake Mays. They're not born with these certain talents, and you can't coach it. You just can't. You know what I mean? Right. And you are who you are, right? And I'm gonna tell you, Jaden Daniels, you can teach him how to slow the game down, read defenses better. You can teach him accuracy. These are things that are taught with drills and stuff, things that are coachable if you get the right coach behind them. Kind of like Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts coming out of college, he wasn't the most accurate quarterback. Nobody thought he would come in and do what he did. Guess what? He got the right coach with him and he made it happen. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. So Jaden Daniels, you put him in the right situation, he could be great. Now, real quick, I'm going to tell you why the hell, so who's your least favorite? Like, who would you be mad if the Vikings got?
Drake May. Listen here, man. I don't want no quarterback, bro, from North Carolina. North Carolina is, for real though.
You don't want Mr. Trubisky? You don't want Trubisky and Sam Howell?
Listen, man, North Carolina is the basketball school. They don't put out name one good NFL player came from North Carolina.
Now, hold up. Now, real quick though, Zoe, I will say this. I was like that too with Ohio State quarterbacks, but CJ Stroud made me put my foot in my mouth. So I'm gonna keep it real. Like the school don't matter as much.
But rap. But listen though, when CJ Stroud played in that bowl game, he played different than a regular season. He showed out in that bowl game like he never did before. I was like, damn, he ain't played like that in the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Now, I'm gonna tell you, hey.
Go back down.
Hey, we're gonna have a lit show tonight. Now we got the good luck charm. Y'all know I used to bring the baby on too, man. So
yeah, man, man, I can't get her off of YouTube, man.
Hey, for sure, man. What's up? Hey, we got JT Myers, man. Doesn't matter. Quasi will trade back, man. I hope he don't trade back. Please don't.
You don't want him to?
Nah, hell no. I don't want him to trade back, man. I'm sick of that trade back shit. I'm trying to get the best player. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the best player.
But look though, rap. Let me ask you this though. Let's say Jaden Daniels gone, Caleb Williams, and Drake May is gone. All like let's say all go top 3.
Then you get JJ McCarthy. Then you get JJ.
At 11?
At 11. Absolutely. At 11. Yup. Yup.
Fuck, if that's your guy.
At 11. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Now, some people might not agree with that, but that's how I feel. Get him at 11. Because, see, I'm okay with JJ McCarthy, though. See, I feel a little different because I like JJ, and I think JJ probably has the most upside, like, when it comes to – I'm going to tell you, he's up there, bro. Like, he's really up there when it comes to these quarterbacks. Like, you know, the production. And we're going to talk about that because my least favorite, I got to say, is Bo Nix. Like, I wouldn't touch Bo Nix with a 10-foot motherfucking pole, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Now, let me explain why I wouldn't touch him. All right. This is why I wouldn't touch him. And I want y'all in the chat to listen to this because this is what matters right here. We're going to break it down. All right. Bo Nix we'll just compare him to Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and then we'll throw Bo Nix in there and see how he compares with them. Right. He had more yards than all of those guys. He did. Yeah, more yards. I mean, he also had more touchdowns than all of those guys too, right? He had a way higher completion percentage with 77. I'm not going to say way higher because Jaden Daniels had like 72, but still, yeah, he had a 77 and he only had 3 interceptions, right? Now, let that sink in. Think about that, right? Now, think about this. Average depth of target, 6.3 yards, all right? So let that sink in right there. Now, again, he's leading all of these quarterbacks in yards, right? But think about this. Percentage of yardage after the catch. His percentage of yardage after the catch, where we got this at, man? Because I was writing some notes today. 64.6. 64. So you know what that means, right? So pretty much what that means is he's throwing the ball shorter than all the other quarterbacks. Like his throws are within 10 yards all the time for the most part, right? And his wide receivers are catching the ball and they taking off. And I'm going to tell you what else. He has the least amount of air yardage between all these guys too. So that's how you can calculate that. You can say, okay, he has more total yards than these guys, but his ball travels the least out of all these guys in the air, right? So what does that mean? Percentage of throws behind the line of scrimmage. 25% of his throws are behind the line of scrimmage. You know what that means? And keep in mind, he has more yards than all of these other quarterbacks we just named. Well, what does that mean? That means that he's throwing screen passes to some ballers. We got to give it to him. Like, you got Franklin, you got his brother-in-law. These guys are able to make people miss. They're catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and they're turning a 2-yard pass into a 60, 50, 70-yard pass. That's what's happening. This guy is, listen, when it comes to getting in the NFL, that is not going to translate in the NFL, bruh. Like, that is the thing. Bo Nix is Kirk Cousins all over again because he doesn't take shots down the field. He leads in percentage of shots down the field as far as completion percentage, because while the other guys are taking 50 to 60 shots down the field, he's only taking 15. He doesn't take chances. He's a safe player, one read type quarterback. Footwork is garbage. He's ass. All right. So that's my thing with Bo Nix. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. I'm telling you, bro. Like, he's my least favorite out of all the motherfuckers.
So Rab, let me ask you a question. I see you did your homework on Bo Nix. I don't know. Did you got Drake May shit up there like you got Bo Nix or no?
No. So like Drake May, to me, like, this is the thing with Drake May. I said Drake May probably is the biggest bust factor in my opinion. Like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Drake May is a regular quarterback. Like, I do. I just think he doesn't have the superstar factor to me. But you know, my skull bro, he put me on him. So I went and did some homework on him. And he can make the throws, right? Like he actually out of those quarterbacks we talk about, he actually throws the ball the most like deep. Like he has the deepest, you know, as far as air yardage. Like he's actually launching the shit downfield. Like, you know, it's crazy. I thought Drake May was more of the check down and this and that and the third,
That what I think.
but when you actually go look at the numbers, like he actually throws that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, he throws it. You know what I'm saying? He throws it. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I like him. See, but to me, I just think JJ's a dog, bro. Like, I
I
think
love,
mentally,
I love JJ.
yeah, I
You
just
know, I
think
love
mentally,
JJ.
bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, but like I told you backstage though, if the I think Kevin O'Connell loves Drake May. Like to me, I just think Kevin O'Connell. I think Drake May it just sounds like a Kevin O'Connell quarterback. It really does, bro. Like
Man,
honestly,
that
it does.
shit. Oh my God. I would be so fucking I would be lost for words. I'd just
Yeah.
be lost for words.
And
Especially if a Jada Daniels is on the board,
mhm,
I'd be lost for words, man. Like, wow.
yeah. See,
Wow.
that was that's my thing. That's my thing with some of these quarterbacks is like I look at them and I'm gonna tell you Caleb Williams got it and Jaden Daniels got it, like for sure. As far as like what I look for now, when we talk about these quarterbacks and who we want, a lot of it is opinion based, but then some of it's fact based. Like what I just spit about Bo Nix, like those are facts. All right, this is public records. Like you can go look it up. This isn't like you trying to get somebody's Fed paperwork and you got to put in a request and nothing like that. Like this shit,
He
you can
said,
Google this
"Hey."
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could Google
Hey,
it. This is
you
free.
fuck me up for that one, dog.
This is free. You know what I mean? Like you ain't even gotta wait. You ain't gotta send it over. You could just Google this. Like you can go see this,
Straight
and
up.
then you could just flip tape on and watch this. You know what I mean? Like this isn't nothing that you don't gotta make it harder than it gotta be. But the truth is
Right.
this: I think Jaden Daniels. You could tell Jaden Daniels has an it factor. That's why he won the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? Like usually motherfuckers that win the Heisman, it'd be deeper than just their stats and shit too. It just be about like them boy having that it
That
factor. You know
dog
what
in
I'm
him.
saying? They just got that
That
dog in
dog.
them. You
Yeah,
know
he
what I'm
said that
saying?
bad paperwork. He fucked me up with that one.
Is that
He
fan
fuck,
paperwork?
yeah, he fucked me up with you fucked me up with that one, dog.
Nah, this ain't like no fan paperwork, man. Listen, this shit is public, man. You go right
Right.
on Google, just Google this, man. You know what I mean? Like, and you ain't gotta contact the courts or the schools to get none of this information, man. This shit right there for you. Mhm. But that's what that, and again, that was my thing. That's my thing. That's my thing with Bo. That's my thing with Spencer Rattler. That's why I don't think we should get a Spencer Rattler. I just think Spencer
Man,
Rattler is a
hell,
waste.
man, people were telling me the other day, y'all,
Yeah,
Spencer Riley ain't shit. People were telling me, y'all
yeah,
need to get him. Man, what? Hey, y'all seen
yeah.
him playing college football? Man, he probably is the most inconsistent quarterback in college football coming out.
Like I just want a superstar. I mean, I think my standards are super high for a quarterback. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that Jaden Daniels comes in the league and blows everybody's mind. That's not to say that that's going to happen. At the end of the day, we all taking shot in the dark, hoping that it happens, you know, but we just going off of what we see and the
Yeah,
facts we can look at with the stats and can it translate? The most important thing to look at is do you believe that can translate to the NFL? Right. And when I look at Bo Nix, like that offense that they ran, all of that throwing behind the line of scrimmage and doing all this checking this, and then you're not really taking chances. Like, bro, that's first of all, that's Kirk Cousins. And I don't want Kirk Cousins. All right. We're trying to get rid of that. Like, we're trying to move off of that type of quarterback already. You know what I mean? And then, and it's just like, is that going to translate to the NFL? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? You're
I
going to have
feel
to
you.
know how to throw when somebody has clamps on your wide receiver. All right. Like these guys ain't going to be wide open anymore, 5-6 yards where you just dump it off all the time and then they run for 70 yards down for a touchdown and make you look amazing. That's not how it works in the NFL. So that's why I like JJ because you can go look at some of JJ McCarthy's throws. Bruh, like think about that throw in Ohio State. Who remember that throw? You know what I mean? Between two defenders, man, a dot, touchdown. You know what I mean? Like those type of throws are what translates to the NFL. Those are the things you look for. All them easy bullshit. I'm not trying to, man. No, I don't want to see that. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
you on that one.
I'm trying to
I
see
feel
that.
you on that one.
He
Like
he
that
said, "Oh,
tight
I know
coat.
Norse told me to put him on May. I promise that wasn't a shot at you, brother." Oh, no, hey, I was on May. I that's the thing. When it comes to Drake May, I said this. If he accidentally lands in Minnesota, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. I think there's potential there, bruh. Like with Drake May. I do think there's potential there. I do. I mean, people trying to compare him to, it's funny, man, when people do comps, right? Like people will do comps based off of their jersey number. I noticed this a lot on the internet. Like people will do comps based off jersey number, based off how tall they are and how they look. And you think about this. Drake May's comps are Justin Herbert. Why you think that? Don't they both wear the same number? Absolutely. They wear the same number. They're about the same height, and they almost damn near look alike. So everybody compares those two. And then they compare him to Josh Allen, which I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think Josh Allen a little more of a dog, but you know what I'm saying? It could be. I wouldn't be mad though if he fell in our lap, to say the least. For sure, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be
Right.
like,
I
that's
gotta I
yeah,
gotta see
that's
him
they
play, man.
dude too. They like his ass too. They like Drake
Oh,
May.
man,
just
I'm
the
straight
day,
on.
just the day love Drake May. He a
But
Drake
what did
May
Drake
fan.
May do? Like, I'm trying to like CJ Stroud, we talked about him. And I think CJ Stroud turned the corner in that bowl game. He just played like a dog in that bowl game. But what game did Drake May show people like he was a dog? I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I
I
don't know.
think I think like I'll say this, like Drake May definitely played the quarterback at a high level, especially not this past season, but the season before. So the 2022 season, he did his thing. You know what I mean? Like he did his thing, and I think that's what solidified him. Like I told you, man, about Caleb Williams. Like Caleb Williams was the first round draft pick 2 years ago. Like
Right.
it was already said and done. You know what I mean? Like that was a wrap. Like it is what it is. Like he won that regardless of what the hell he did. As long as he was breathing this year, he was going to be the number one pick. That's just a fact,
Straight up.
right? And Drake May kind of solidified himself because he did kind of have a breakout season 2 years ago. With this, the year Caleb did win the Heisman, Drake May had a pretty decent season, so that's why his name's still buzzing. But like I said too, I wouldn't be surprised if JJ McCarthy jumps Drake May or Jaden Daniels jumps Drake May as far as being QB2 in this draft. It wouldn't surprise me because, you know, at the end of the day, man, to me, Drake May is just average. To me, he's a regular quarterback. You know, I think you can
Yeah.
find a Drake May all over the place. That's why I don't go too hard on him, because I think you can find him all over the place. I think you can get a Drake May, you know, almost damn near. I mean, I ain't gonna say anywhere, but you know, I mean, Joe Milton
Hey,
him. Somebody said Joe Milton him.
hey, hey, Ref. This right
Yeah,
here, it's a Skull Mafia. He made a comment said, "What game did Patrick Mahomes jump off the board for you in college football?" If
yeah,
I'm not mistaken, Patrick Mahomes had 2 years back to back. He threw for over 4,500 passing yards, and
yeah,
in one football game in college, he threw for over 500 passing yards. If I'm not
yeah,
mistaken,
yeah. He
when
did.
did Drake
He
May
did.
do shit like that?
He did. So yeah, so Patrick Mahomes was big on like having in college having like bad footwork. You know, a lot of the scouts,
No,
everybody
no,
was
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Everybody was wrong on him too. That's the
No,
crazy
no, I'm
part.
saying but he said, what game did Patrick Mahomes jump off the board for you? Shit, in one game he had 500 something passing yards.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Angel in the building. Let's
Shout
go.
out Angel. What
Yeah.
big game? Like,
Yeah, what big game? Yeah, I don't know, to be honest
I
with you.
don't know.
Like, I
I
don't
don't know
remember a
big.
big game. I don't know if he won a bowl game or not. You know what I'm saying?
No, but shit, he
I
threw for 500 passing yards in
but
one
yeah,
game against Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken.
but that's what Papa was saying. Purple Papa was saying about Penix. So
Yeah,
he was saying like you got to look at that like Mahomes, Mahomes and Michael Penix Jr.'s college
look
stats were
alike.
similar. Like they look alike.
Yeah,
Yeah, they look alike. So it's like, damn, why not go for the guy that kind of looks like he plays like Patrick Mahomes as far as the numbers are showing. Like I don't see and it's funny too. It's funny when he said that because Patrick Mahomes in college had a big ass knee brace on too. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Facts. Patrick got a big ass knee brace. Hey, yeah, like I was watching his little draft profile a couple days ago.
I didn't know that.
He got a big ass knee brace. I'm gonna keep it real. Shit is starting to make sense, man. Shout out Purple Papa, man.
I like Michael Pitters, man. I like him. I like him. I like him better than I like a Bo Nix and a Drake May. Honestly, shit.
Hey, facts, man. Shout out Papa, man. Hey, Angel, I got you, man. I'm hit you with the Ric Flair day, man. Let's go, man.
Like at the end of the day, like you watch a lot of college football, and like everybody do. But at the end of the day, you know what you're seeing from the college quarterbacks. We don't need no NFL counterbind, no test or nothing. We know what we see. We all knew Mitch Trubisky was no damn good quarterback in college football.
Right.
Like some picks just be crazy.
And Daniel Jones. So like that, and that's the thing.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing. Like I was saying too, backstage before we got on here, Zoe, was, you know, this shit is a popularity test in a way. I mean, a popularity contest. It really is. Like it's about who you know. And I'm not gonna say that goes for every quarterback, because some quarterbacks, like we just stated, that Caleb Williams, it doesn't matter. He was gonna be the number one pick since 2 years ago, so it doesn't matter, right? But there is things where this shit is a popularity contest, bro. Like that's why I say, will I be surprised if JJ McCarthy becomes QB2? No, because he has Tom Brady as a mentor behind him. He has Harbaugh. He's plugged in with a lot of these guys. These guys are going to raise his stock just by talking about him, just by talking good. Think about those conversations they're going to be having at the combine. Oh, yeah, that's a good kid. You know, this kid is this and this kid's that. Like, trust me, man, McCarthy ass is getting drafted high, man. He might not be at 11. I'm going to keep it real with you out. The way they're going to talk about him in a couple weeks, he might not even be at 11. Just the same. And the same thing happened with Anthony Richardson. You know what I mean? The same thing happened with Anthony Richardson. Like Anthony Richardson had no stats. That's the crazy part too. Because even JJ McCarthy, right? Like Anthony Richardson had 1,500 passing yards or some bullshit. I don't know. He ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was high on Anthony Richardson. I liked him because I don't get blinded by the box score, man. You know, now there's some cases where you want to look at the box score. But to me, like, you know, like, hey, look, like Papa right now dropping the box score. And I get it. You know, you look at the numbers, you look at the box score, but just think about how many great quarterbacks in college you pull up their box score and then they get in the NFL and they are boo-boo, man.
Yeah.
Boo-boo.
But last year, though, for real, though, like last year was a weak-ass quarterback class for real.
Yeah, last year.
I'm saying to me, though, to me, I ain't like last year quarterback class for real.
No, it wasn't that strong.
Yeah, I ain't like it. So I was happy the Vikings ain't take a quarterback because I ain't like none for real.
But I liked Anthony Richardson, man. That's who I wanted. And I still think Anthony Richardson, you know, I still think Anthony Richardson is going to be really good. You know what I mean? Shout out Vikings on sense of my guy in the building, man. Let's go, man. Shout out Loaded. He said Williams 1, Daniels 2, May 3, McCarthy 4. Okay. Let's go, man. As long as we ain't touching Bo Nix, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep it honest with you.
My boy hate Bo Nix.
I don't like Bo Nix. I just don't want, man. Bo Nix is Kirk Cousins, man. I'm telling you, I do not want that mug.
I will either one of the motherfuckers.
We're gonna be calling his ass Bo Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. It ain't gonna take but a goddamn minute. We're gonna be like, Bo Cousins, get his ass out of here. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like he's not the fit for us. Now he might go somewhere else and can be somebody. Let him go there. I'll take Penix all day. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Penix. I'm with you on Penix. It's just, to me, it's the knee, man. Like it is the knee. It's the injuries. I think that's what's holding me back, because I love the left-handed idea, because I'm left-handed. So I do like that idea. Yeah, I mean, of having a left-handed quarterback. I feel like it would be destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I wouldn't be mad. See, there's a couple guys that I wouldn't be mad if the Vikings just slip up and draft. And one of them's Drake May and one of them's Penix. Like I would go to sleep that night feeling okay. You know what I mean? So,
but look though, so let's say this though. let's say the Vikings move up to number 4, and you got Bo Nix on the board, JJ, Michael Penix, Jaden Daniel, and Drake May on the board, and the
Yeah.
Vikings take Drake May. How would you sleep that night, though?
Oh, well, if all of them are on the board and you take so pretty much, I guess once it got to that situation, it would be okay. We got Jaden Daniels and Drake May. Which one are you about to take, KOC and
Yeah.
Lacey? And they wind up picking Drake May. Would I be surprised? No, because I stated that I believe Drake May is the quarterback that Kevin O'Connell wants. Like, I bet you right now, if we could sit Kevin O'Connell down and say, hey, just be honest with us. Tell us who's your QB1 in this draft. I guarantee you he's going to say Drake May. I'm going to tell you right now, only because if you go watch like some of the interviews, there was an interview that released a couple months ago when they asked him about quarterbacks and what he looks for. And, I'm telling you, he likes the height. And think about it, like Drake May, like I said, looks like him a little bit. That'd be his little son. You know what I mean? Put him in a headlock, give him a knuckle sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, go get him,
Damn.
Tiger, type of deal. Like, I just think they would be able to bond in a way. So, but again, I would be, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say that I would lose sleep, but I would have been like, damn, you should have got Jaden instead. You know what I mean? Should have got Jaden instead.
But look though, I don't mean to change the topic or nothing like that though, but at the end of the day, the Vikings got to running down football, man. We need a running back, bro.
Yeah.
Like we can't have no rookie quarterback dropping back 30 times every fucking football game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. Like we needed a running back. Like, listen, I know the nation was mad at R.A. Peasy for bringing up Cook every single week after we got rid of him. But, it wasn't a problem until it was a problem, right? It wasn't a problem until it was a problem. But I'm going to tell you, R.A.P. told you so. I told you. Like, think about it. And Dalvin did that behind a worse offensive line. We thought we fixed the O-line. You should have been able to run more. You know what I mean? But you didn't. Now, I'm not going to put all the blame on the guy Madison, though. Like, obviously, lackluster year, right? But
you say who?
I will say this. Madison. I mean, obviously, he didn't have a good year. We know that. He didn't even have a year, to be honest with you. But what I will say is Kevin O'Connell needs to stop shying away from the run, too, though. Like, Kevin O'Connell needs to hold up his end of the bargain and incorporate the run a little more. Now, I know we wanted to be, when we had Zimmer, it was we running too much. We need to start throwing the ball more. It's like finding that balance. And Kevin O'Connell going to have to find that balance, man. You can't sit back there and just keep throwing that ball too many times, especially like you said, if we bring a rookie quarterback in.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's why I really want the Vikings, man, to sign Derrick Henry, man. He gonna fall forward, get 3-4 yards of carry. He gonna do that regardless.
Yeah. Like, so how do you feel about the Derrick Henry? So there were some people saying Derrick Henry should come in. All right.
I made a video about that a couple weeks ago.
So you like Derrick Henry? You think Derrick Henry should come in?
Yes.
Me, I disagree.
Why you don't like? Why what's up with you and King Henry?
So this is my thing. This is my thing with Derrick Henry. Is first of all, he's going to cost too much money, right? That you don't want to pay a running back because why? Because we have evidence. See, you know me, Zoe, man. I'm very evidence-based, man. I like to see something to believe it, and I want to make sure the trend is going the right way. What I see with our head coach and the way we play football is, first of all, Derrick Henry's the type of running back where you are not going to benefit from him unless you plan on handing him the football 25 plus times a football game. All right. If you're not going to do that, then you definitely not going to get the King Henry that we all know. And we know that we're not going to do that when it comes, at least from the evidence we have. Right now, Kevin O'Connell could say, you know what, F it, we're going to run first. Because Derrick Henry's the type of running back that you run your team through. Right. So that's what the Titans did. They ran their offense through Derrick Henry. Everybody else was second to that. And that's why he made the name for himself. He was pounding the rock. He was doing his thing because the offense ran through him. We have Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? We just have Jordan Addison. We have TJ Hawkinson. Like Derrick Henry is going to be somebody you paying that's not going to get the production that he wants. And he's going to be pissed off when he only gets the ball 10 times. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, for
I
sure.
feel you though, but I just really feel like KOC have to change the play style. Like if you look at the teams that was in the Final Four in the playoffs, they all ran the football. Was no team pass happy. You cannot throw the football 30 times in a football game and only run 8 times and think you're gonna be successful in the NFL. I just feel like if they sign Derrick Henry will force KOC cars to run the football more. Like you
Yeah.
got the big ass back who gonna beat up on defensive linemen. The play after pass is gonna be way easier for a quarterback because everybody gonna be in the box, scared of Big Henry. He might break one.
Yeah.
I just
Now
want
I'm
to
gonna
run the
tell you
football more.
right here with Ray Petty, though, this one here, although the money would be about the same, I think you would benefit more with him, with Barkley, because he's more of a running back where he can make people miss an open space. You can actually use him in the passing game. See, I think if we're gonna get a running back, we need to, I'm sorry to say, but we need to get a running back that simulates what Dalvin Cook was bringing to the table in his prime. Like that's what we need. That is the type of running back you need. All
I
right.
won't be.
So
I
I'm
won't be
not
mad.
saying get Dalvin Cook, but I'm saying you need that type of running back, a guy that can catch screen passes and actually take it for 60 yards for a touchdown. Not
Oh
a guy
yeah.
that can catch a screen pass and only gain 2 or 3 yards. That's not what we're looking for. All right, we're not looking for that. We're looking for a scat back, and that's what we need. And
Oh yeah.
and
I feel you on that. I won't be
and
mad at that
Barkley, I
though.
think with Barkley would be that dude. I would do that.
I take Barkley.
I don't think the Vikings are gonna dump money into the running back
See,
position though.
see, look though, Rap. This is my whole problem with the Vikings right now, man. This is my beef with the Vikings right now. If the Vikings roll out next season with Madison number 1 at the running back spot and Bradbury at the center spot, I got a fucking problem with that. Cause what are we doing? Like for real though.
Yeah.
Like while we got Bradbury back at the center spot and we got Madison who ain't getting not one rush touchdown in 18 games
Yeah.
back at the number 1 running back spot.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna
Like
keep it real, man. Like,
not what?
not one, bro. And you know what? It hurts me, bro. You want to know why? Because man, Gary can contest to this. Skull Mafia can contest to this, man. You know, everybody, Too Evil, everybody that was at Skullfest, like we actually like we're linking with his pops and all of it. And we're around him, and we're probably gonna be around him again next year at Skullfest too. So part of me is like, out of respect, man, I'm not gonna do curb sessions on Madison. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
feel you.
saying? Because I respect his peoples, right? And I'm sure his pops know, his pops know football, his pops know ball. You feel me? And he know his son, had a lackluster season and he got to bounce back. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt of that, and guess what? I'm allowed to do that be due to the fact that I know his peoples and we've been around his peoples and his
Eh,
people supported us. You feel me? So I can do that.
Yeah, I feel you though.
I ain't
But
gonna curb him no more. But I get what you as a Vikings fan though.
yeah,
I
but
get
get
I get
but
what you saying though.
I'm gonna go
Things
deeper
gotta change.
though. I'm gonna go deeper though, Rap. Like you know his father. I don't know his father, but guess
Right.
what I do know? I know his whole family on the daddy side. They from Detroit.
Oh,
I know
okay.
the
Okay.
I know the cousin and his uncle of Madison. And I tell them, like, they get mad at me. I'm like, shit, I'm keeping it real.
Get your
I'm
boy.
watching this
Get your
motherfucker every
boy.
week.
Yeah.
I want him to do good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like shit, his whole family from Detroit.
Okay. Okay. Yes, he said, I know that. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
his family, they from Southwest Detroit. Where
Oh,
Big Meech and them
okay.
from. Yeah.
Yeah. So shit. Hey, like again, obviously there's gonna have to be changes there. I think there's a spot for Madison. Like, it's hard for me to say that Madison can't be good. I think there's a spot for him. I just don't think he can take the load. I don't think he's the bell cow back. I don't think he's the guy you run the offense through. Like, I think he's the guy that you bring in, like you did when you had Dalvin Cook. You bring him in and let him be successful that way. What does that mean? That means that you bring him in and he has about 500 to 600 yard seasons because you're bringing him
Yeah.
in, and there might be 4 or 5 games where he gets 120 yards, 150 yards because it's just the timing's right. But if you bring him in and week out to be the RB1, I just don't think that's the mold for him with our roster construction. Maybe with somebody else, maybe with a team that has a good offensive line. You know what I mean? Like,
What,
I could see
what,
him
what,
doing something like on the Ravens or something with that type of offense,
oh
maybe.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That would be a good fit. He might go there, go crazy.
He might go crazy. You know what I mean? Because
But what
he's
about
a
your boy
good he's a
Bradbury
good
though?
player, man. Like Bradbury, man, listen, Bradbury Definitely gotta upgrade at center, but it's crazy. We gotta make sure we upgrade though. So that's a sticky one because we definitely gotta make sure we upgrade though. Because y'all remember when Bradbury got hurt 2 years ago, we missed him, bruh. We missed him, and we missed him bad. We was looking at
See,
the injury report, hoping that boy hurried up and got
see,
healthy when that back threw out.
see, hey, rep. See, my issue with that though is like people say, like I feel you on that though, but they say when Kirk Cousins went down, how many games did we win? Listen, the Minnesota Viking depth is not good. We should have
Right,
had a better backup center, and we should have had a better backup quarterback play.
right.
You like Kirk Cousins is not the guy, but we ain't had no plan B when Kirk go down.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. My boy Skull Mafia said, JJ give me Tarkenton vibe. Man, and shit, we should want him. We should
Yeah,
want him if that's the
wasn't he
case.
good for the Vikings?
Hell
They
yeah.
love him.
That friend, boy. Listen, we need that. And he was number 10, JJ number 9. Let's go, man. You know what I mean? Let's get it,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. Listen, I love JJ. JJ definitely. And somebody had a good point. Vikings uncensored my boy Rhino, man. Like Penix can evade pressure like Mahomes, and that is a fact too. And Penix, one thing that scares me about Penix is he is horrible at throwing on the run. You know, like once he gets out of the pocket and has to throw the ball, he is horrible at
I
it,
ain't
man.
know
You know what
that.
I mean? And I'm gonna tell you who's the best at it in this whole draft class is JJ McCarthy.
I,
JJ
I,
McCarthy is the
I love
quarterback that can
JJ.
throw on the run the best. He is the
I
best
love
at throwing
JJ.
on the move. You know what I mean? At all these guys, even Caleb Williams. And I'm gonna tell you, that's why I love him too, because I think that transitions to the NFL, throwing on the
But
move.
ref, but I ain't gonna lie though. Like one thing about Caleb Williams is though, for real, he play good on busted plays though, for real.
He do, yeah. He
Like
play
I
good on
don't know
both
how
sides.
he is. I don't know how he is on script plays. Like motherfucker, he got like Willie Beeman out there to me though.
Yeah, like I see why people could be a little off on Caleb, thinking that I know that they had the Johnny Manziel thing.
Oh no,
Listen,
hell
Caleb
no.
Williams is way better than Johnny
No,
Manziel.
I
Like
ain't
we
going
ain't
that
even
deep
finna
now.
do that. Like we ain't even
No,
finna do that.
no,
He way
I
better
ain't
than
going that
Johnny
deep now.
Manziel. Yeah, that's a fact. Like
No, I
that,
ain't
Johnny
going that deep.
Manziel and Caleb Williams are definitely on two totally
Yeah,
different
no,
spectrum,
hell
bro. Two
no.
totally different sides of it. And I'm gonna tell you, like, but what I will say is this: that hero ball, and I've stated this on the record. Will that hero ball translate over to the NFL? I don't think so. But what I do think is I think he's smart enough, and being that he's able to make the throws he's able to make, that in itself can transition to the NFL because this guy just has the arm talent, right? He just has the arm talent. He has the mobility. He's smart. Like this, he has what it takes. It's all about him getting in the right situation. So
So
like, he gets drafted by the Bears, bruh. You know, there's no telling, man, if he's gonna be any better than Justin Fields is. That's my thing. You know,
I
as
don't
far as
know.
as
You
far
know,
as like by the eye, you know what I mean?
the Bear got that new. You know, the Bear got the OC that was in Seattle that worked with Geno Smith the past couple of years. So I don't know, man. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know if I trust KOC with JJ, man. Cause JJ need a decent run game.
Yeah.
And we don't like KOC haven't shown me he dedicated to running football for real. It was plenty games where the Vikings only ran the ball 8 times and the game wasn't even that lopsided.
Yeah.
We just ain't
Yeah.
running football. Then let me ask you this though. If we draft a quarterback in the first round, do Quasi and KLC get a contract extension during the season to work with the rookie quarterback or
So this is my thing, man. Listen, I don't know how y'all feel as Vikings fans, and I'm talking, and this is for you too, Zoe, is bruh, when we brought in Kevin O'Connell, you want to know the first thing that came to my mind?
quarterback?
Quarterback, bruh. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about Kevin O'Connell, us making him our head coach. I said, you know what? The time has come. All right. Like, if we never, were confident to go out and actually draft a guy in the first round. I'm not talking about drafting a guy in the 4th and 5th round and talking about a development project. I hate that. That is annoying. No, I'm talking about going and getting a quarterback in the first round. All right. I tell people to do this all the time. I'll tell y'all again tonight for the ones who haven't heard me. Write down your top 10 quarterbacks on a piece of paper in the league right now, and then write down when they got drafted. I can guarantee you 90% of your paper is going to be first round quarterbacks, regardless of how you cut it. Now, there might not be a plethora of good quarterback play in the NFL lately. I can agree to that. I actually think that the quarterback play has took a little slide from what it used to be in the Tom Brady, Peyton Manning eras. I think there was a couple better quarterbacks that actually played consistently good. Like every week you would know, like, hey,
Phillip Rivers.
like, hey, these 8 guys Sunday in and Sunday out are going to go out and throw 300 to 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like they're going to do that. You know what I mean? To where now we're like, okay, this guy throws 304 touchdowns this week. Next week, he has freaking 2 touchdowns and a goddamn and 3 interceptions. It's like, yo, come on, man. Like, let's do this shit over and over again. Like, that's what we're looking for. And that's Kirk. You can somewhat say he's consistent, but it's just when it matters, he's not. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. That's the problem. But like when we brought in Kevin O'Connell, though, man, I thought, okay, he was a quarterback. He's coming in as the head coach. I understand he likes Kirk Cousins, but that was from the last regime. They picked him. Okay, you had nothing to do with that. Like, so what is your legacy going to be? Because at the end of the day, you got to leave us fans, us Vikings fans, with your legacy. Because as of now, you're just riding the last wave that was started from Rick Spielman and Mike Zimmer. You're literally still riding that wave because a lot of the good players that are on the team, a lot of the pieces that you're trying to keep, guess what? You didn't draft them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't do nothing. So like my thing is this, at some point you're going to have to rip that Band-Aid off and start your legacy. This is year 3. I think this year is crucial. And I think the stars are aligning though. Think about it. All the great quarterbacks are in the draft this year. All right. So what better time than now to actually do it? Kirk Cousins is technically a free agent. Like I said this before, you don't even have to have the conversation with him if you don't want to. You know what I mean? You can just say, nah, we good. We going after a young quarterback. Have fun. You know what I mean? Have fun in the market. Hope you, hey, wish you well, Bubba. But we out. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man. You sign Kirk Cousins. You don't make the playoffs again next year. Or you fall short again the year after that. You sign him to a 2-year contract, and out of those 2 years, you wind up not making the playoffs or not even winning a playoff game. Kwesi and KOC, guess what? You just lost your job because you wanted to sit there and try to play the safe game and ride off the next man wave. And now your ass jobless. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's how I feel about it. Shit.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Like, man, I feel you, but man, I don't know, man, about KOC, man. I don't know, man. I hope he can.
So what is it you don't like about KOC?
Man, what I don't like about KOC, honestly, he don't run the football. And KOC don't know when to play the best players available on offense. And KOC, from what I noticed, he do not make second half adjustments. He don't do that.
Yeah.
That right there, what I don't like, though.
I can feel you on that.
I'm gonna give him, like people say, I'm gonna give him another year. You know, people want to blame the injury for the season. Well, I don't blame the injury during the season though. But you know, for real, I done seen Cleveland go to the playoff with a quarterback that was on the couch.
Yeah.
But I'll give him another year. I don't like the fact that he don't run the football enough for me, man.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, people say you came for Sean McVay tree. Sean McVay run the football. His first time going to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl, he ran the football. This year, he ran the football good. Yeah. So I'm trying to like figure some things out. Like, how long did the dude play? How long was he with Sean McVay for real? He never called play at the Rams.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like, to me, the jury's still.
Shout out to Evil in the building too, man. Shout out to Evil in the building. Cringe in the building, man. I see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Me and Zoe, we rambling tonight, man. We talking tonight, but hey, trust me, man. We see everybody in the chat. I'm gonna try to get to some of y'all chats, man. I know y'all having conversation amongst yourselves, so that's good. That's what I like. You know what I mean? It's a party in the
man.
building. You hear me?
This
Like,
is a
that's all
live.
that
This is
matters.
a live in Viking chat
Hey,
podcast out there.
hey, it's a party in the
This the
chat,
best
man. You know what I
one.
mean? Listen, but what I always say to the chat, though, man, listen, me and Zoe, man, we love y'all to death. And this is the thing. Like, it's okay to disagree. That's what we here for. We family.
Yeah.
We are going to disagree. It would be boring as hell if everybody agreed with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have some kind of, you got to have some kind of friction here. But what we are not going to do is we ain't going to disrespect each other because we love each other, and we purple gang to the
And
bone.
we are grown. Shit.
Yeah, PG4L, man. But you know what? Hey, you like, look, my boy T Bass and Too Evil in here. They want to trade JJ. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, that steam is picked up.
T Bass, I don't know what tip T Bass be on, man. He be on my page and going at me all the time.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you though, what's crazy is they did that, and yeah, I was going at them too about it. But I'm gonna tell you though, like, it's crazy how much steam it has picked up. And I gotta be honest, when it comes to Bob, when it comes to Too Evil, T Bass, and Bob, those are the first three people I damn near heard it from. I know Yogi might have mentioned it too at one point, but like,
I know,
I'm gonna tell you,
I ain't lie, though,
I feel like they started that shit, man. Y'all started that damn trend, man.
Go ahead, go. But I ain't gonna lie, the first person I heard it from, though, D Wood said the shit back in June, though. And I'm like, man, you crazy as hell. But after I see the way the shit play out, I'm like, I would trade JJ for the right draft picks. Cause you know why though, rap? I like that other LSU court wide receiver, Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors, yeah.
Man, he gonna be proud in the NFL. And plus the Vikings, man, got a lot of hoes for real. Like, we all want a quarterback though, but we ain't got no linebackers, we ain't got no D tackles, we ain't got no D end. We ain't got no
D Woods too. Yeah, my bad. D Woods said it too. D Woods.
That's the first person I heard say this shit. He said this shit back in June.
Shout out my guy.
Man, you lost your fucking mind.
Yeah, shout out my guy. He did.
The season ain't play out yet though.
Yeah,
but
D Woods.
But Red, let me ask you a question. If a team offer you 2 first-round picks, a second and a fourth, would you trade JJ?
If they offered me two
first round picks, a second and a fourth round pick, would you trade JJ?
Like, so I'm like this, man. I'm not trading JJ regardless, man. There's a couple reasons why I'm not. No, I'm not. And I still stand on that, man. Regardless of what my boy T Bass, Too Evil, Yogi, D Woods, regardless of what they say, the answer's a no from me. All right, I'm standing on that until I ain't standing on that no more. And this is why, though, is because my thing is this. You have to pay somebody, right? So, and then not only do you have to pay somebody, and what I mean by that is you let Kirk Cousins walk, right? You let Danielle Hunter walk. Somebody got to get some money. I'm going to keep it real. Why not the guy that's breaking all the records that's the best player on your team? Now, you can argue a case that you don't need a star wide receiver to win a Super Bowl and stuff. I can get on board with that. All right, I can agree with that. You know, they've said that. T Bass, all of y'all have said that. And I can agree with that. But what I'm saying is this. With my plan that I want to go, as far as bringing in a rookie quarterback, guess what? I know that Justin Jefferson is going to be an asset. All right. I know that if anything, he's going to make the rookie look better than he should be if it comes down to it. I know that. See, I know that if a rookie has to play with 2 KJ Osborns, it's not going to be fun. All right, it's going to be ugly. And then we're going to be talking about we need to go draft a wide receiver in the top pick the following draft. That's what's going to happen. Those are the conversations we're going to have. We're going to be saying, hey, we need to get the best wide receiver in this draft. We need to trade up. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got it no more. Now, there's a possibility that it could work out. There is a possibility. I agree that there's a possibility. But you can't tell me that you're just going to get rid of JJ and just fill that production with anybody. That's just not how it works. Like, that's just because there's not you can't name 5 JJs in the league right now.
JJ,
can't even name 3.
Him. I'm just looking like me. Honestly though, I want to trade JJ, but if you brought me the right offer, I will listen because man, the Vikings got a lot of holes. Like to me, it's not about not paying JJ. It's just the point that we need a quarterback, we need a linebacker, we need a D end, a D tackle. We need a lot of positions for real.
But you also got to think about this too, though. So think about how our last 2 drafts went with the GM that we have in place right now. Because one thing about us Vikings fans, we can't change who we have at GM, right? We can all agree with that. So,
Right.
and we have evidence of his last 2 draft classes. We got evidence. We see what they do. Do we trust Kevin? First of all, do we trust Kwesi? Even if you give him 10 first-round draft picks, does it matter? Right? That's the thing. Because JJ already is who he is. Right? JJ is who he is already. We have evidence that he is the best wide receiver in the league. It's not even an argument anymore. To where you give Kwesi 3 first-round draft picks, a second-round pick, this motherfucker might trade them bitches back. He literally might trade them back. Like the trend he is on is let's give the next team the number 10 pick while we trade back to number 32. And while we can get a 32 and a 40, and we go get a couple guys that are second tier players and hope that they develop into somebody. Like that's what worries me about trading a guy that's already great and trying to prey on, can this GM actually make the right pick? Like now, if you could promise me that we traded JJ and Kwesi's gonna go in there, and if we're at pick 12 and a Kyle Hamilton sitting there, he's gonna grab him. Sign me up then. Sign me up. But if you tell me that we're going to trade JJ and we got the 12th pick and Kyle Hamilton sitting there, but yeah, he's going to trade back to 32 and get a Lewis scene, man, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah, man.
I feel you, though. I'm just saying, like first off, like I said in my video with the trade of JJ, like, first off, Crazy ain't got that in him to trade a JJ. Like he ain't got that in him to even pull the trade like that off. And I feel you though, but I like JJ.
I think he'll lose his job, to be honest with you.
I like JJ though. JJ is a dog. Like, but yeah. I just know, man, we got so many fucking hoes on this team, bro. Like that why last year or before the season started, I said trade everybody.
Yeah. Like I'll trade. Like I'm with you. I'm with you on TJ Hawkinson. I'll trade TJ Hawkinson right now.
I'll wait for the trade to TJ.
I'll trade TJ Hawkinson right now.
The Daniil Hunter, the KJ Osborne, the Harrison Smith, trade they ass. Get some draft picks.
Yeah.
What
I'll trade TJ Hawkinson. Now let me see. T-Baz said, "Rap, yeah, you want the GM to trade up and get a QB. You trust him on that?" I do. So I do trust. It's not that I trust him. I haven't seen it yet. So we got to see if he's able to do it. And we were talking about this. We brought in Kevin O'Connell like as a guy that played quarterback. Like, yes, when we hired Kevin O'Connell, I said this a little while ago, T-Baz, you weren't in the building yet, but I'll just say it real quick, is I had my whole thing was you're bringing in a guy like Kevin O'Connell. Okay, it's time. We're about to go get our quarterback eventually. Like if it's not the first year, obviously it's going to be the second or the third year. We should be confident that our guy, Kevin O'Connell, because he even said in his introductory is he takes pride in scouting quarterbacks. Like that's what he likes doing. He said that's his favorite thing is to go and scout quarterbacks and watch quarterbacks. Okay, well, God damn it, watch them. You know what I mean? And not only watch them, write them down, write which ones you like down, and demand Kwesi to pick the one that you feel is the best one. So I don't even think it has so much to do with Kwesi. I think Kwesi just turning the paper in. When it comes to the quarterback, you hired Kevin O'Connell to make that decision. That's why you brought a guy like Kevin O'Connell in. You didn't bring a guy like Kevin O'Connell in to sit in the back while Kwesi picked the quarterback. No, you hired Kevin O'Connell so he can pick the quarterback. That's why he's there. So yeah, I trust Kevin O'Connell to pick a quarterback because one thing, and the reason why I do trust Kevin O'Connell to pick a quarterback, because I'm a firm believer and Kevin O'Connell knows what he wants. I do believe that. I believe these guys are very intentional. I do believe that KOC and Cam, they are very intentional with their moves. And that's one thing that I've noticed with them. And that's my opinion. Some people might look at them a little different, but I believe they're intentional with their decisions. And I think Kevin O'Connell, once he actually picks his first round quarterback, I believe that he's going to have all the confidence and he feels comfortable like, hey, this is the guy. I've been watching him. I've been studying. He probably in the war room right now as we on live watching quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can agree to that. But we'll see what happens, man. He might F it up. You know what I'm saying? He might F it up, bro. He might. You know what I'm saying? And we going to curb his ass, T-Bass, on here, too. If he mess it up, we going to curb his ass.
We hold people accountable, shit.
We going to hold him accountable, goddammit. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Shout out my guy, Too Evil with the 5, man. Let's go, man.
Shout out to Norfolk.
Oh yeah, my bad. North, man. Shit, I'm sorry, man. North. You know what? They motherfucking picture look the same. These glasses, man. I'm sipping too much of this Kool-Aid tonight, man. You know what I'm saying?
That
He
purple.
said, answer. He said, you take both. You take both red and blue pills. Purple. All right. So red and blue does make purple. All right. You rip the balls and Kirko chains off. Jump up for a top 4 QB now and roll on. Let's go. Let's go, Norris. That's what's up. Let's get it. Listen, this team got where they're going to get with Kirk Cousins. And that's just the reality of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. What Richard say? Exactly, Pop. The Vikings need so much, and a wide receiver one will not win championships. Oh, so hold on. So, Papa, you with the trade JJ train too? Damn, there's a lot more Vikings fans than I thought that are with the trade JJ train.
Man, look at the holes we got, man. Like
so my thing is this then. So with all the holes, right? And then I'll let you spill, but let me ask you this. Because with all the holes we have, and I know you're not on this train, but for the ones that are going to watch this live and that are on the train, if we know as Vikings fans, we're conscious of all the holes that this team has, why in the hell are we even debating bringing Kirk back? You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Oh, no, I yeah.
Like, because why are you going to bring back a so-called top 5? Some people, because you know the people from Kirkistan, they say Kirk a top 5 quarterback. I mean, now we say top 12, 13 type-ish, 14 up in that range, but I'm gonna tell you, you got people say he top 5. So why would you bring back a top 5 QB and you have so many holes and you know you're not gonna compete? You're just paying a guy for no damn reason to what? To win 7-8 games? Stop it. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I feel, especially people talking about bringing Kirk back. Like that Kirk shit over with, man. We ain't doing nothing with Kirk. Kirk not even the best quarterback in the division no more. Like, let's be for real. He might be the 3rd best.
and he might be, and depending on who the Bears draft, he might be the 4th best.
Exactly. Like it's like the Vikings got to get ground on the NFC North, man.
Yeah. And the truth is, listen, we ain't talking box score best, all right? Because he probably will be the best box score quarterback, all right? But that's the thing, man. We gotta stop this box score scouting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop this. We gotta stop it.
No metaphors tonight, dog.
Man, we gotta stop this box score scouting shit, man. Like, listen, this shit don't work, man. You gotta just watch the game of football, man. I always tell people, man. You know what I mean? Trust your eyes, man. Trust what your eyes tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't that box score. And as Vikings fans, we should be pros at this because we have a quarterback that fills up the box score like a mug. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got nothing to show for it. So we should know better.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, Young Chris tripping. He said franchise tag JJ twice. That's bad business. You don't do that.
JJ gonna be pouting on the sideline. He gonna have the towel over his head. He gonna be diva.
JJ gonna play injury. I got a hamstring.
Yeah, I got a hamstring injury, man.
I got a toothache. He gonna put that. That's why I was all against the trading for TJ Hawkinson shit. I ain't like that trade.
Yeah,
I hated that damn trade.
Yeah, I mean, and shout out to Gary, shout out Papa Gary. He said, but we not in total rebuild. See, this is my thing, man. I'm sick of the competitive rebuild shit. To me, that don't exist. To me, that's the same thing as tanking. All right. The same way how people believe tanking isn't real, because I'm one of those ones who believe tanking isn't real. I believe your team just ass and you just ain't gonna win no football game. That it doesn't matter who you put out there. We call it tanking. I call it your team just ain't good. All right. And the same thing when it comes to competitive rebuild. Like, bruh, you got to pick one, man. You're either going to be competitive or you are going to rebuild, man. Like all this in the middle, you can't keep doing. We've been trying to competitively rebuild for the past 7 years. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
don't know what it even is.
It don't work. We done let teams total rebuild and now they on our ass. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure, like the Bears. I mean, they 2 years removed from their rebuild. Now they about to be up there with us, man. I'm gonna tell you, if this draft is crucial for Chicago, because if Chicago hits on this draft coming up in a couple months,
oh my God,
Tell
They got a
y'all.
lot of draft
Plus
picks.
the free agency, plus the money they have to throw out there in free agency, bro.
Ooh.
While we sitting here trying to stay in the middle, these motherfuckers trying to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference.
Even the Packers, boy, and the Lions. I like the lot. I think the Packers next year probably could win the division for real. I like Jordan Love. He played lights out towards the end of the season.
Yeah, he did. He turned up.
He played lights out.
Shout out nephew, man. What happened, nephew? You say you ain't have a good day today, man. Well, shit, I hope it get better, man. What's up with you?
What up with you, nephew? Nephew in the building, man. Yeah, man. We got to hit on the quarterback though, man. It's time. Like, man, when last time we seen this? Like, since I've been grown, like we ain't never draft a quarterback I had all confidence in. Like Teddy Bridgewater was okay, but he ain't moved that knob for me though. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't. Teddy Bridgewater was a surprise that we drafted him. I was like, damn, we drafted Teddy Bridgewater. Like,
yeah,
it was decent.
Yeah, but he ain't moved that knob for you though, did he?
Now, what I will say is this. I will say if Teddy didn't get that injury, I think he would have been. I think he would have been better than what the rest of his career played out to be as far as like after the injury being a journeyman. I think like if he would have stayed with the Vikings, he wouldn't have got that injury. You know, I think he would have been a little better. I think he would have been our quarterback, but he still isn't the guy though that I want. You know
but you know what about Teddy though? The year he got injured, he ran the ball more.
Yeah,
he was running more.
Yeah,
but man, it's time for us to get that. It's time for us to get that guy, man. We need that. We need that animal at the court. Like, let's be for real. Like I tell people, the Kansas City Chiefs wasn't shit before Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes got there. They were just an okay team in the AFC with Trent Green, I believe, was the quarterback before.
Yeah,
Brees Home, Dante Hall. They just had nice players.
Yeah,
but they got Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Man, they done built a dynasty over there, man. I think they might three-peat.
Facts. Man, shout out my guy Nick in the building, man. Shout out Nick in the building. I see you, man. He said any of these rookies will ball except Bo Nix, man. Hey, Ho Nix, man. Listen, I do not want that boy, man. Listen, the Vikings better not even be looking at that boy. Like, facts. Like, he's going to be average. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact. That boy going to be average at best. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, that boy going to be, he going to be a backup to some motherfucker wear. For sure.
Man,
absolutely.
I can't wait for that draft.
Like, bro, like once he starts facing NFL defenses, they're gonna go back to the Auburn days real quick. That boy gonna start having flashbacks quickly, boy, when he realized he can't throw them little 2-3 yard passes no damn mo. And he ain't got Franklin running that bitch for another 70, fluffing his box score up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, don't get blinded by the box score, dog. I should have fooled you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't look like
a motherfucker, boy.
I really never high on Bo Nix anyway. Him or Drake May for real.
Me neither, man.
I wouldn't really
never on Bo Nix, man. We team JJ over here, man. JJ gang.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I love to have JJ for real.
I'll take JJ.
I'll be so happy.
And that's my thing. Like, if you're confident that JJ can be good and will be good, it doesn't bother me if you pick him at 11. That's why I say I wouldn't be mad if we get him at 11, because if he falls to 11, which I doubt he is, but if he does, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, bro, get him. Because if you feel like he's the guy and you feel like he is going to be good, then shit, get him. You know what I mean? Like, you go get him at 11. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, what makes the difference? What makes the difference if you think he's him? You know? But just like Penix too. I know Papa big on Penix. You know, if you go if you feel like he's the guy at 11, that's it. And that goes back to what I was saying when I answered T-Bass too, though, with Kevin O'Connell. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, if we pick up, let's just say we shock the world and we pick Michael Penix Jr. at 11. Okay. We have to be this is our real test, right? To see, okay, this is why we brought KOC in. Because again, we believe that he's confident. Well, I could say we're confident as fans, and some people might not be, but the majority of are that, hey, this is why we brought you in, to locate a quarterback. If you feel like Michael Penix is better than X quarterback and Y quarterback, then okay, you better be right. You know what I'm saying? You better be right, bro.
Man,
like
your
for
boy
real.
T-Bass said, I want Spencer Rattler.
Man, shit.
T-Bass, what, like, all this shit you talk about quarterbacks, and you say you want.
So you want it. So T-Bass, man, you want to trade Justin Jefferson and draft Spencer Rattler? Man, you got us fucked.
Man, T-Bass, stop it, man. Like, what?
Man, no, man.
Man, nobody want no damn. He might not even get drafted, man.
Nah, that boy, he gonna get drafted, but it's definitely gonna be in the later rounds. You know what I mean?
Nobody want no damn Spencer Rattler. Like, damn, T-Bass.
Hold on. What Too Evil? Oh, did I miss it? Too Evil? My bad. I see Skull Mafia. Oh, I got Skull Mafia too. Shout out Skull Mafia in the building with the 999, the Skull Broski. Hold on. When I miss it, Too Evil? Oh, hold on. Right here. Much love, fella. How about Knicks at the end of the first? Oh, here we go. Shout out my guy Too Evil with the 5 bone. Make sure I ain't missing nothing else. All right, there we go. All right, so Too Evil. I'll tell you about Knicks, right? Like, so, and I said this earlier, and I'll just run through it real quick. So Knicks, hold on. All right, so hold on. Let me pull this. You said Knicks had the best completion percentage. Watch. All right, so this is the thing, Too Evil, when I broke this down at the beginning. All right.
He fell right into the trap.
This is the thing, Too Evil, because like it's easy to evaluate these quarterbacks and put context behind this. He did have the best completion percentage, but guess what? He also had the least amount of yards as far as air yardage, right? That means he's throwing the most short passes. What does that mean? That means his wide receivers, and we're comparing him to the other 3 top quarterbacks. All right. So he has the most yards, but he has the least amount of air yardage. All right. He also throws the most behind the line of scrimmage. 25% of his passes are behind the line of scrimmage. All right. So let that sink in, Too Evil, because this is context behind this stuff. All right. That means that he is a dinker and a dunker. He has the highest completion percentage because he throws the least amount of actual hard throws, just to say the least, but he also throws the least amount down the field. So while you have Daniels and you have Caleb Williams and you have Drake May, they're throwing 50 passes downfield. Well, Bo Nix is only throwing 20 of them. So his completion percentage is going to be better because it's a numbers thing. You have to put the numbers to what we're talking about. And his wide receivers, what that story tells me, when he leads and throwing behind the line of scrimmages, he's throwing to guys that can make people miss in the open field. Franklin, his brother-in-law, these guys are catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage, or they're catching a 3-yard pass and turning it into a 70-yard pass. His numbers are fluff. He's Kirk Cousins of college football. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. I'm straight. You know, that's the thing. Kirk Cousins leads the league in completion percentage. He be close up there. He be towards the top in completion percentage. It means nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying. After you break that shit down like that.
And think about this. Out of them quarterbacks, average depth of target, Bo Nix only throws the ball. He averages 6.3 yards, average depth of target. 6.3. You know what I'm saying? 6.3 yards. And I'm going to tell you, all the rest of them, they're beating him. They have more. They throw the ball further down the field. They take more shots. Bo Nix is a very safe quarterback. The way the Oregon offense ran, it's very, let me not force anything. Let me just dump it here, dump it there. Let my guy, hey, shout out to them. They had the players that made it work. You know what I mean? They had players. They had the skill players. That's not taken away from them. I'm just saying, is that going to translate into the NFL? If I had to say no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of play style is not going to transfer in the NFL. It's not. It's going to be Kirk Cousins all over again.
So basically, fuck Bo Nix. Shit.
Fuck Bo Nix. And his footwork is horrible. Horrible. I'm saying?
We don't want him in the purple and gold.
No, hell no. Nah. I wouldn't touch Bo Nix with a 10-foot pole.
No, I'd rather take JJ over Bo Nix for real though, especially
Absolutely.
with the receivers we had. One thing I like about JJ though, JJ trusts his wide receivers.
Yeah,
He trusts his wide receivers, man. We need that. Jaden had
absolutely.
one good year. It could be a fluke.
For
I don't know.
sure.
Too
He said,
evil
I
say
don't
he
know.
could be.
Dante's analogist is that. Yeah, I seen Dante talk about it. You feel me? I seen him talk about it, but Dante just left out some numbers. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He just left out some numbers. You gotta go do your research, man. What they say, do your homework.
Yeah, your
Man,
own
just go do your
homework.
homework, man. Like I was telling them earlier, this is public information. Like you don't gotta put in no request to get this information. This shit
Right.
public. This shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll never really how him or I seen people like somebody just said something about Joe Milton. I don't want no fucking Joe Milton, man. He don't
Yeah,
even
like
read the
see,
fucking
and I talked about Joe Milton. Like I think he has the God given. He goes so Joe Milton for me goes back to the God given ability, right? So I'm like, this is the thing. I look at Joe Milton as you can flick the ball 90 yards, you can run, you big as hell. Like it's one of those things where if you can get him the right coach that can mold him, okay, there's a possibility there. You know what I'm saying? Just because he has a certain build to him and just the arm strength is there. But again, I wouldn't reach for his ass either, though. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't reach for him.
cause with Tennessee, they do one read, don't they?
Tennessee does one read too. And that's another thing about Bo Nix too. Like Bo Nix is a one read quarterback, man. Like Bo Nix always goes to his first read, man. Always. Like there's times where he might try to go through his progressions, but he's super slow at it. Like this is the thing. I've been watching because I went into the situation like I'm rocking with Bo Nix. Like I'm like, shit, I'm rocking with bro. Like, should I watching him play this year in Oregon? I'm like, okay, them boys balling out. But shit, I had to do my homework. That's the thing. Like, I always told people this. I know how to watch film too. I used to have to watch film. So, and everybody just makes their own, kind of opinions on these quarterbacks. Whether you talking about Caleb Williams, Drake May, JJ McCarthy, everybody kind of makes their own thing. But the consensus of Bo Nix is most people know that he's going to be a second round quarterback. Like it's not even a secret. Like most people know that he's going to most likely be a day two guy. Like that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody understands the offense that Oregon ran. They understand that his wide receivers, his wide receivers led the league in yards after catch, meaning that's why he had the most yards. Because think about it, man. His wide receivers made him look better than what it really was. Like, that's just what it is, man. Like, I mean, shit, it's simple math, man. Ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we'll see what happens though. Like if we get Bo Nix, we get him. I ain't gonna be the happiest camper, but shit.
I feel you on that one though. It depends who be on the board. I'll be mad than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean it depends on who on the board. Like if we get him, we get him. Shit is what it is. Like we gonna rep. Once he on the purple shit, we gotta at least rep a little. I'm gonna be calling him Bo Mahomes. You heard?
Hell yeah! Until that season play out, we got all the love for him in the world until about week 6. Hey man, this motherfucker.
Hey, you already know how I'm gonna be, man. Hey, put Bo Mahomes in, man. Quit playing. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Especially
yeah.
if Kirk's still on the team. Shit, week 1, man. Shit, put Bo Mahomes in.
So how would you feel they signed Kirk to a 1-year deal?
I don't want to sign him to a no-year deal. I done said this. I wouldn't get that motherfucker $1,500 every 2 weeks, man. Fuck that. I don't want him at all. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want like Rhino say, man, I'm not with the bridge. I'm not with the stopgap type quarterbacks, and I'm not with bringing Kirk Cousins back because all of those things are. Hey, yeah, you could call in, Papa. Hold on 1 second, man. I'm gonna have you call in. Let me see my phone. Yeah, I'll let you call in and talk your talk. But real quick, let me do this real quick. Like this is my thing. This is my thing with the 1-year deal. I asked this: are we gonna win the Super Bowl next year if we bring him back on a 1-year deal? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me because that is my main goal as a Minnesota Vikings fan. And then on top of that, like with the bridge and the stopgap QBs, it's like, bro, for what? Like, what are we bringing in a stopgap for? to win 6 games, 7 games. We could do that with a rookie. I feel like we can do that with a JJ McCarthy and the goddamn Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. Shit, we might even can do that with a Bo Nix. Shit, to be real. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, no, I mean that's a no for me, man. You either this is my thing. You either gonna go all in, and if you sign Kirk back, then that means you better bring JJ back. You better try to make Daniil Hunter's contract work. You better try to make everything work because that we going all in. Especially if you sign him to a 2-year deal, that means you expect to win a Super Bowl or at least compete for one. Yeah, you know I mean that's the signal you giving me. Now, if you go get a rookie quarterback, okay, us Vikings fans, we gotta be patient. We gotta understand, like, hey, this is what you call a plan. This is what you call we're going to set goals, and that's another thing. When people say JJ isn't gonna play unless Kirk and all that, he already said that's cap anyways. But if you're signing JJ to a 5-year plan, that's what it is. You're signing him a 5-year deal. He doesn't expect to win a Super Bowl next year. You know what I'm saying? Like we have it's okay with setting a roadmap. Like, hey, the first year we might be competitive because we got a rookie quarterback. So we're going to definitely fight every Sunday out there. But year 2, we expect to take another step. Year 3, by the time you get to your 4th year of your contract, we should be really competing for Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it should be.
But I feel you.
Go ahead, call in, Papa. Call in.
Yeah,
I think
I just want to get your take.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't with Kirk under no circumstance, to be honest with you.
I feel you. I can't stand his ass.
Yeah, I ain't with Kirk under no circumstance.
Hell no, that shit.
I mean, we had enough of them, man. You know, and we enjoyed them. I ain't gonna say enjoyed them, but you know what I'm saying it is what it is, man. I mean, I think as a Viking, my standards are just Super Bowl. That's what it is. Like I'm not okay with just barely winning and shit and barely making the playoffs. I hate that shit.
I feel you on that, dude. Like you said, man, my standard for quarterback high. Especially you seen the Patrick Mahomes, the CJ Stroud, the Jalen Hurts, the Josh Allens, like
super high.
Come on, man. Like we need one.
I want one of them. I want one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Jackson. Shit.
I want one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, why the hell? You know, like we got fans that sit here and they watching these type guys and no, let's bring Kirk back for 5 more years. Man, are you crazy? Man, hell nah. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? Like, why are we doing that? Hey, much respect to Kirk, though. You know what I mean? For what he's done. But and you could say what he's done, and you can write that list down yourself and ask yourself if you happy. But you know, here, let me get Pop on real quick. Yo.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Now y'all know it's Friday, man, and you know Friday is when we put the grease in the pan on the stove and we turn the eye up. So I'm just wanting to let y'all know if y'all not ready for this, it's time. It's time for the fish fry. And we about to tell y'all the straight up truth, man. And here's what y'all are missing. We've allowed ourselves for so many years, man, to just say, we'll take anything, anyone. If we put in a square peg in the round hole again, I'm telling y'all right now, you got to look at the facts, not the fiction. The facts are there's only a couple quarterbacks in this draft that are considered to be primetime players. Caleb Williams and Penix. I gave y'all the numbers, and you're looking at it, and you're saying to yourself, we still like who we like. So it's a popularity contest. It ain't got nothing to do with the truth. It's got to do everything with what we perceive could happen. But when we talk about things that did happen, we can't separate it. What could happen? Anybody could get hit. Kirk Cousins was an Iron Man, never been hurt. And guess what? Last year, got hurt. But there's still people clamoring for this clown to come back. You guys keep saying, oh, if we bring Kirk back, he can teach this old dog a new trick. He couldn't do a trick. Man, I don't want no more Kirk Cousins. I want the truth. I want y'all to know the truth. If you love the Minnesota Vikings, remember, it's a 53-man roster, and you're trying to build a team. You're not trying to build a person. Come on, man. Think about what we're talking about here. You got a lifetime of pain and suffering with this team. Bud Grant went to his grave with not one Super Bowl. And we got a chance to change our history. We got a brand new stadium. Almost, 6-7 years in. and we are disgracing our state. We are disgracing our fan base. We disgracing the name Minnesota Vikings. If you want to be subpar, mediocre, go grab the one you think. You want to go get the girl that you think is going to be the one that's wifey. And that's not wifey. You looking at somebody that you with the eyes. And I'm Googling over but you're not looking at the heart. I'm going to tell you right now, for me, Michael Penix has put up, like I said, back-to-back 4,500-yard seasons. He put up the numbers. He showed you toughness. We don't even give him credit for that, how he toughed out that game through all the hits he took, through all his whole career. He went to Indiana, was in the Big Ten, and played against the Buckeyes, played against the Wolverines. And then when he finally got a chance to go to a place where he had weapons, he showed he could distribute the ball. Why would we take any quarterback and put him in there and hope that he's going to do something when we saw this guy do it back-to-back seasons, building? And if you want to build on back-to-back seasons from someone who's done it, then you're going to have success. But you can't tell somebody, hey, man, go build me a mall, and you ain't build a shack. And man, one game, one season is not enough. I need to see thoroughness. And in this day and age, I understand it's about money. So most quarterbacks, as soon as they get a chance and agents tell them, hey, you'll go higher in the draft, take the money and run. But hey, I'm gonna run down each one of these quarterbacks. Let's go with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is pure talent. You guys saw it. The guy is amazing. He's awesome. He may not be there. So I'm not really going to say too much about the opportunities unless the Bears somehow would make a trade with somebody and we can find a way to get that pick and jump up, because they're not going to deal with us. Daniels, a one-hit wonder to me. All the talent in the world, but he has not laid down the foundation. Drake May has got a big body. He plays at University of Carolina, and that's it. That dude does not – I am not entertained. J.J. McCarthy, when it came down to the championship game, I didn't see him. If he was hiding in the back or whatever he was doing, I didn't see him. The running game and the defense won that game. Tell me I'm lying, because you know I'm not. He did not carry that team. He made a promise that the team would be back. He never said, I'm going to handle business. He never said that. So we got to get off that premise that he was the one that made them successful. He was not. He was just a guy who was a game manager. That's the facts. Penix is the dude who went and took that Washington team. Nobody, tell me the last time Washington was in a championship. You can't. You can't tell me that. Because let me tell you why. Because when the playoffs started, this was their first time doing it. Penix put the Washington Huskies on his back. So, again, we in the kitchen. The eye is up. The fire is high. I let y'all know the truth. You guys can believe what you want. You can go ahead with what you want because of popularity. A lot of you, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, we in the age right now where people want Trump. I'm going to say it just like this. People want Trump, but why do they want him? Because he's popular. That ain't about nothing else. He's popular. They don't want Biden because what? He's not popular. But when it comes to football, you should want something that you didn't saw that is actually something you can talk about. This man put up 4,500 yards back to back. And again, Rap touched on something that I didn't touch on. Mahomes did it in the same manner with a brace on his knee. 4 Super Bowls later, who's regretting that they didn't take him? Every team that was in front that said, oh, he had a knee injury. Man, he had an arm injury. I promise you that. His arm didn't hurt him. Dude, golden arm.
But hold up real quick, Papa. Real quick, though.
He's still doing it.
Hold up, Papa. Real quick, though. I got to correct you real quick when it comes to J. Because I know you bringing up the championship game for JJ. But, and Norris said this too. Yeah. But, like, what about the Alabama game, though, to make it to the national championship? What about the 3 touchdowns he had during that game? And he played flawless and straight dominated Alabama, which has a better defense than Washington has.
I'm gonna answer you, Rap. When you say that, you know how you saying that? You saying that like that was his only game that meant anything. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, out of all his other games that he did not ever take over a game. Never.
Hey,
take
Purple.
over. Never. Where's it? Again, it's consistency for me. I don't have nothing to look. He got talent. He can throw the ball. I put it like this. I can trust him throwing the ball 15, 20 yards on a regular. Now, be real. You a fan and you watched him. I'm in the division of the Big Ten, so I know. Tell me, can you consistently think that that's going to cut it in the NFL when Jefferson's going down the field? Can he make those throws? No,
Yes.
he cannot.
Yes.
Hold on, Papa. Hold on, because Zoe got a question. And Zoe, I don't think he can hear you. So if you ask the question, I'll tell him.
Okay, ask him this. JJ made a lot of big throws. He made about 1 or 2 big throws in the championship game, and he also scrambled for a big play on 3rd down to move the chains, and they got points on that drive.
Yeah. So what Zoe's telling you is Zoe said he made a bunch of big throws in the championship game and the semis, and he also made crucial runs. You know what I mean? Like decided to run on crucial 3rd downs. Like, so real quick too, Papa. Like that's what Zoe's saying, and that's another thing about JJ too is you have to look at the crucial. That's what's big on JJ McCarthy is the volume isn't there because he is he's a product of his environment, right? The offense. Same thing goes with what we just were talking about with Bo Nix. It's just vice versa. Like Bo Nix numbers are fluffed and all. You would say you could say Bo Nix is better than Penix if you watching the box scores and watching how shit was happening out there as far as the yardage per game and all that. But the truth is this. When it came down to the come down, man, like JJ McCarthy mentally just is a savage, man. Trust me, Papa. Like, listen, and I'm not telling you this to make him your QB1. You like Penix, and I love how you stand on that. You feel me? But what I will say is I wouldn't sleep on your boy JJ, man, because trust me, he's a product of his environment, man. I'm a Michigan fan, and so is Zoe. So we know, like, the way that our team plays football is we very old school, man. We run the football and we bust your head on defense. That's just what it is, man. Like, and that's why we holding up that trophy. You know, I mean, we didn't need JJ to be a Michael Penix Jr. We didn't need JJ to be a Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying?
But here's what I want to say, Rap. Now you looking at it from a Michigan point of view, but he's getting drafted to our team. Our team is what? No longer the same team without we had Cooks. We don't have the same running game. We got people that fumble the ball on a regular. And so the quarterback is dependent upon a quarterback that can take care of the ball, take care of business when the running game is stagnant. So when you look at our team, the offensive weapons we got, we're not a running team. We're a passing team. You said it many times.
Right.
KOC is a quarterback. He wants a quarterback that can throw the ball.
Right.
I do not trust J.J. McCarthy to come in an offense like ours with a limited running game and take prolific receivers, a prolific tight end, and control the game. I've not seen it. You've not seen it in Michigan. He's not done it.
No, I'm not gonna say he's not done it. Hold up, Papa. I'm not gonna say he's not done it now because I've seen it. You feel me? I've seen it. Now, as far as 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row, maybe not, because again, you know, the type of offense they run. But what I will tell you is this: if JJ McCarthy was at Washington, playing in Washington, I could almost guarantee you with his arm talent and the way he plays the game of football just by running the film and watching the film, like I could promise you that he would have put up crazy numbers. Now, I'm not going to say that he would have thrown 4,500 yards, but what I will say is his numbers would have definitely been, you know, they would have been inflated a lot more than what they are with him being in Michigan.
Can I do that? Can I do that same thing? Rap. Let me try this. If Penix didn't have an issue with health, he'd be the #1 pick in the draft. Can I do that? See,
you could, yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
I don't
you could do that.
I don't want to go with. You know what they say? If was a fifth, we can all be drunk.
I got you.
I don't want to go with
I'm
that.
with you. I'm with you.
I want to go with the facts. I want to go with what I saw. I'm going to match up that player with my team.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, real quick, Papa. So
into the greatest wide receiver in the NFL.
Okay.
I want the greatest thrower.
All right, so let me ask you this then. So let me ask you this. So Penix was in the national championship game, Papa. That's pretty much the Super Bowl of college. And the boy was ass, man. Like literally, you got to agree, man. In the biggest game, the game that matters the most, and me and you both, we want a quarterback that can come and elevate his team in those moments. You know, it's one thing to elevate them in week 6, but can you elevate them in the biggest game of the whole season? And Penix did not show up, brother, and you know that. Man, Penix was overthrowing.
Can I tell you why?
Can
I tell you why that didn't happen? Okay, now I know a lot of people saw the game, and I'm not trying to make no excuses because I don't, like I said, I would have never brought this up. But because you're making these claims, I have to put this disclaimer out there. If you watch the game, the way the referee allowed the defensive players to play the receivers, there was a lot of hugging and tugging on the jersey.
Oh, now he blaming them on the refs. Now he won't blame them on the refs. Don't do that.
I'm wait. I'm gonna say it like this: when the game is played, where the receivers can run, them guys was getting open every game. And you saw that they wasn't getting out in the game anywhere because guess what? They were being held a lot. Now I'm not saying that. I mean, and they probably did the same on the other side, but I'm going with what I saw that they kept showing over and over during the game. So you saw they kept showing that. It's not something that I'm just creating. They put that out there, said, yeah, there was a lot of calls that could have happened. My point is that if I got a quarterback, and I'm going with right now with the Vikings team, and I got a draft, I need somebody who's heavy on throws. I don't need any more game changers, game managers. I need a game changer. I need someone that can feed the best wide receiver. Y'all saying that Jefferson is the best wide receiver, and I don't disagree. But I'm saying if he's the best wide receiver, shouldn't he have one of the best arm-throwing quarterbacks throwing the ball to him? If not, then get rid of him. Get rid of Jefferson and fill the holes. If you want JJ, I'll get on the JJ trade, but here's what I need you to do. Get rid of Jefferson and go plug the holes. Get the defensive line together, get the offensive line together, get our running back together, and then maybe get a few other defensive corners and safeties, if that's what we're going to do. But don't keep Jefferson sitting there hungering and thirsting for something that he ain't going to get. Jefferson is not going to get that from JJ McCarthy.
What was you going to ask him, Zoe? Hold on real quick, Papa. Zoe going to ask you something.
I want to ask him, what did Jordan Love's stats look like in college football, and what did Josh Allen's stats look like in college football?
All right, so he said, what does Jordan Love's stats look like in college football compared to Josh Allen's stats in college football? Because it kind of, I guess it.
They were like 3,000-yard passers.
Yeah, like they so pretty much like because their stats were very similar to a JJ McCarthy, like Jordan Love and Josh Allen stats. They were very similar to a JJ McCarthy's type of production. You know what I'm saying? Is what he's saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I like Josh Allen, and Josh Allen took one of our receivers, Stephon Diggs.
Right
now, Stephon Diggs is not happy over there because he wants the ball a whole lot. So when you make that comparison, now I'm gonna give you that same energy right here. You're gonna get the same situation with Josh Allen and Diggs if you put JJ McCarthy with Jefferson. You're gonna get that same. You just made my argument. That's gonna be the same result. You're gonna get people that are gonna say, "I want the ball." This dude cannot make a decision to throw the ball like I'm telling you. TJ wants the ball. KJ wants the ball. Addison wants the ball, and then you're gonna have other receivers that we're gonna have that's gonna want the ball. I think you're gonna overwhelm him because let me tell you something. Jefferson is gonna tell him straight up, look, rookie, if you are a guy, you're gonna have. I demand you give me the ball. Kirk is leaving. You're gonna have to. So can he do that? I'm being honest. If I had to put money on it, I couldn't do it.
You, Zoe. Hold on.
I couldn't.
Yeah. All right, Zoe. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Zoe?
And ask him this: is there a Patrick Mahomes in the NFC that's stopping Josh Allen to going to the Super Bowl in the AFC? Ain't no Patrick Mahomes in the NFC.
He's saying there's no Patrick Mahomes in the NFC. You know what I mean? Like, so pretty much like Josh Allen has to go up against Patrick Mahomes. So that's why he's getting blocked from the Super Bowl and so on and so forth, to where in the NFC is kind of wide open. I mean, that could actually play into Zoe's argument a little bit as far as if you get Penix. But I got to say this. This is my thing with Penix, Zoe, that and then I'll let you finish off and we'll get back to it. So Zoe can ask you questions while you in the chat, because he trying to get some shit off his chest too. But this is the thing. I gotta say this. When I think about Penix, right? And I like Penix too, Papa. You know that. Like, I like him. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He's in my top 5. All right. He's definitely my top 5. But what I will say is this. I know Penix he's going to flourish in an offense that has an offensive line. All right. And what I worry about is if he has NFL defenders rushing at him and there's a lot of pressure, how good is he going to be at that moment? And that's why I look at our team like, if we were to put Penix back there, because you got to think, Penix had a great offensive line in Washington. He was able to sit back there, pick people apart, and you know what? Hey, props to him. And a lot of quarterbacks are good when they have a lot of time like that. Not to discredit his talent, but what I will say is once he gets on the Vikings and he got a Garrett Bradbury blocking and he got a Ed Ingram missing stunts and shit every other play, is he going to be able to get out of there and make throws on the run? And I'm gonna tell you one of Penix's worst traits: throwing on the move. All right, Papa, I'm gonna tell you, I watched it, man. I went and did it, man. Listen, this guy has no accuracy at all once his legs start to moving, and that scares me. And I'm gonna tell you who's the best at that, though. Our boy JJ, man. I gotta keep it a buck with you. Man. Like, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. But again, I agree with you, Papa, on all your stats and stuff with Penix. Again, I wouldn't be upset if we got Penix. Like, I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't. Like, I would be okay and trust the process. I would. I mean, because he top 5 in my book. So shit, that's good. I'm saying.
Let me ask this question. With what you said about Penix, and I respect that. And listen, and if everyone listening out there, y'all know I love rap, and y'all know I love Zoe, and you know I love all the fan base.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to be difficult, and I'm not trying to trip. I'm just giving you a perspective, because what we do in Vocal Vike is we give our opinion. It's
right.
respected. I respect rap 1,000%. So if anybody is, I'm gonna clear that up right now. Anybody thinking that me and rap is going at it, don't believe that. That ain't
no, hell no, man. We brothers, man. This all love right here. We in the war rooms now, man. This good conversation, man. These the conversations we got to have as a family. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have these conversations.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is that if we are going to get a quarterback and we're going to make a decision, hey, I want the pros and the cons. I want to know everything. So yeah, you're right. But my question to that is, if Penix was so bad at throwing on the run, imagine if we took away the runs that you said was bad, and he had a line that could, how many more yards could he have got? He threw for 4,900. So are you telling me this man could have threw for 6,000 or 7,000 yards if he wasn't on the run with a bad line? I'm just saying it like this. The potential of Penix is greater than the potential of JJ. Now,
okay.
with Williams, that I love, I would take Williams number 1, because, again, if anybody's worried about injuries, there are none there. But football is a game of injuries. You're going to get touched. Anybody can get hurt. Right. Even Manning got hurt. Right. All the greats then got hurt in the play behind the line of scrimmage. There are Hall of Famers that got hurt. So if you're playing scared, you're not going to play. I want a quarterback that can say, I'll take those hits and keep on and coming. Remember the old Time S commercial? Take a licking and keep on ticking? Yeah. Penix has shown you that. 6 years in college, he went through all injuries you can imagine, still stood the test of time. Now, he'll go into the NFL, and a lot of people will question, can he do it there? I tell you what, we are going to ask that question, but can he win us a Super Bowl? Ask that question. Would that arm talent be able to give us if we solidify that line? If we shore up the defense a little bit better? Could he deliver us a Super Bowl? In my opinion, I believe that Penix got time in the pocket.
Yeah.
And if we picked a couple players here and there for the line, maybe a couple extra toys to work with on the offensive side. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you right now, we could be the most prolific offense in the history of the NFL, because that dude's arm ain't going to quit. If you want to get a superstar that can throw the football, in my opinion, remember this. I'm going to push this in y'all brain and y'all remember it when y'all are sleeping. Put Penix in purple. This dude is the truth.
If you're looking at talent
and man, put him in there. If you put him in there, man, I promise you, we won't have no regrets. But if you let him go, you're going to say, man, I can't believe we had him and we let him go. There is no other quarterback for 2 solid years that have put up the numbers other than him and Mahomes in the history of college football. Hey. I didn't say in the 10 years, a decade, the 20, in the history of college football, put up 4,500 yards back to back. You're going to throw away a guy based on your opinion and possibilities. The facts are he did the work. Give the man a chance. And that's about all I can say. But Rap, you know I love you, bro.
I love you too, brother.
Good for everybody. Everybody's opinion is something, we put it out there because we want to hear. And look, I look at all the guys that you guys talked about, and I try to find a way to see where they fit with us. If somebody could put together an argument and show me how this could work, but I'm going to tell you right now, JJ is not going to be happy. So if you want McCarthy, I'll get on board, but you got to be on board with getting rid of JJ. Go get the rest of what you need, because JJ's not going to tolerate, just like when you made the comparison of Josh Allen and Diggs, JJ's not going to tolerate mediocrity. He wants to be prolific because guess what? He's the best wide receiver in football, and he wants somebody who can guarantee I'll make that throw to you. I'll thread the needle. I'll hit you on the slant. I'll hit you on the deep route, the curl route, the anything that he runs, he's going to get the football. So when you can find that guy, man, I'll go with it all the way. But if not, JJ got to move, and we got to fill holes. So
all right.
Thank you guys for letting me have this
appreciate
time,
the rant. You already know,
always.
man. All right, for sure, bro. We're going to get with you.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
All right, bro.
Man, shout out Papa, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
shout out Papa calling
Papa.
in with the passion. Go ahead, Zoe, man. Go ahead, Zoe, and spill your spill, man. How you feel about
it?
The
Ain't
call,
shit
man?
though. Like I told you backstage. Like I told you, Michael Penix is.
You actually like Michael Penix, yeah.
Yeah. But I just ain't like the way he coming at JJ, so I had to go at Michael Penix.
Yeah,
that's like I like Michael Penix. Like the injuries don't scare me. People going to get injured. Joe Burrow ain't getting injured in college at all, and now he in the NFL. His ass injury prone. Yeah, like let's be for real. Joe Burrow get injured every other fucking year in the NFL.
Yeah.
So the injury don't really scare me. Michael Penix can throw the football. I like Michael Penix.
Yeah.
But to get on here and down JJ, like I'm like, what? Like shit.
See, like I think what hurt Michael Penix, and like again, the numbers are there as far as the statistics go. But I think what scares me again is what scares me is the numbers, right? Because we're in a situation now where we look at numbers and we continue to pay a guy millions and millions of dollars based off numbers, right? Based off of just these yardage and stuff. Now, what I can say is Michael Penix numbers actually converted into him making the national championship game. So there is a little difference there, right? At least he made it to the game. So that right there, I have to agree with our boy Papa, but I'm still worried about how he performed in the brightest lights. Under the brightest lights, man, he folded like a lawn chair, man.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But on Penix's defense, honestly though, I knew it was gonna be like that because Washington don't run the football. I knew it was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
You was not gonna be able to drop back 30, 35 times.
Not on Michigan.
Yeah, like that ain't gonna work out. Yeah. And D Woods just text me. He like, tell Rap I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, and JJ is legit. Like JJ can play football. Only thing that hindered JJ, and I wish he would have came back, is Michigan ran football so damn much. I wish they would have changed the play style next year for JJ so people could see he could really throw the football and play football. He can play football.
Yeah.
That's just my I don't like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, Papa standing on what he stand on, though, man. You know what I mean? So, I'm okay with it, man. I love people that believe what they believe and they stand on what they stand on. I mean, shit, that in itself right there holds weight. You know what I'm saying?
I like Michael Penix though.
I like Michael Penix too. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad either.
If they picked him, I would be mad. But honestly, to me, a bonus, a Drake May, I might have a little damn, man.
Honestly, the quarterbacks that I'll be mad if we pick, to be honest with you, between JJ, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and Penix, I'm okay with those four if we pick those four. If we get a Bo Nix, a motherfucking Spencer Rattler, you know what I'm saying? Michael Pratt. Yeah, if we reach for a Michael Pratt or something like that, then I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. He's a Tulane quarterback. Yeah, ain't nothing too much.
Chipping on fucking Tulane, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing too much to look at. Like the thing is, man, those guys just don't have the superstar ability to me. And, that's my opinion. I just don't think they hold it. I don't think you can get it out of them. I think they're just going to be a system quarterback. Your system better just fit how the hell they play. And that's how they'll be successful. Because if not, it's going to be backups, in my opinion. And I don't want that. I want me a superstar quarterback with the
you know what's crazy? I'm reading the chat, and the whole chat is down on Michael Penix.
A lot of people don't like him because of the injuries and stuff.
Okay, look, if you take the injuries away from Michael Penix, what does you like about this quarterback?
Yeah. Like if you take the injuries away, the only thing that
he never got hurt before.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like he would be up there. The only thing that I could say that would probably be something that I don't like is what I stated. Is he's horrible. His accuracy like drops drastically when he throws on the run.
I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that. I never noticed that.
Go watch it.
Noticed that.
Go watch it. I'm telling you.
So basically, you say he only play good in a clean pocket.
He plays good in a clean pocket. Like he can sit back and he can sit back and dart that thing up if he got time with his offensive line. But once a defender's rushing at him and he got pressure on him, oh, you can hang it up. You know what I'm saying?
But look, ain't he release real fast?
His release pretty quick. Yeah, he got a quick release.
Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah, but that might be up to though. A quick release.
He got arm strength now. Like nothing against his arm. Like his arm is there. You know what I mean? Other than when he's on the run. You know what I'm saying?
You talking on the run and when the pressure on him.
Yeah, like improvising. And y'all know, like my big thing is I want a quarterback that can improvise. So improvising has to do with you being able to throw on the run. You know, that doesn't just mean you being able to know when to take off and scramble if it's a 3rd and 6 and you have an opportunity, go get that with your legs, but also being able to maybe not have that opportunity to get it with your legs, but be able to throw it on the run because you got a wide receiver that's breaking open. You know what I mean? Like that is what I mean. But like with Penix, it's like you're only going to get the one, right? If he's on the run, if he can run and get it, fine. But then you worry about if he gets a hit, you know, is that knee gonna hold up and shit? There's just a lot of factors in there. And I don't know, man. Shout out Mike Sports Vibe in the building.
Shout out to Mike Sports Vibe, man. My boy tapped in with us. I ain't gonna lie to you, ref. You told me something tonight that I ain't know. Yeah. I thought he was decent on the run. But you know what it was with me though? I peeked the quick release though. He throw the ball out so fast.
Throw the ball quick. He throw the ball quick.
He throw the ball quick. So that's probably why I never paid attention to that.
North said, "Rap, go look at JJ McCarthy's throws on the roll or run, then watch Joe Montana." Yeah, I'm telling you, man, JJ McCarthy, as far as throwing on the run, he's the best out of all of these guys throwing on the run.
I'm all in on JJ.
Yeah, JJ's the best throwing on the run. And Thor made a good point. Like when he talked about JJ as far as like throwing on the run, like one thing about JJ when you watch his film is that when he is moving out of the pocket and he's running, he keeps his posture. He's always in his throwing posture, bruh. Like where he can just quickly snap that ball and throw it, bruh. Like he's just like that, man, on the run. You know what I mean? Like he's dangerous, man. And you want to talk about throwing it out there with Roman Wilson toe tapping on the sideline and shit. Like there's just a plethora of good throws. And that's what makes it so interesting is he doesn't have a ton of film of him throwing the football, right? Because he's thrown the football least out of all these quarterbacks. But I'm going to tell you, when it comes to the amazing throws, he probably has more than all of the quarterbacks. That's what's crazy. When you talk about the NFL caliber throws, bro, like that's what's crazy. That's what makes it so intriguing. And I think that's why JJ's going to jump up the board.
You know what got me crazy with people, though? We just seen JJ play. I forgot how many. I think he played 3 years in Michigan for real. And every 3 years he had to compete for the starting job for the Michigan though. But the crazy part of this though, Raph, we see Trey Lance with the least pass attempts in college football history to get drafted high, and we is on here talking. We on here down to JJ, and man, this shit crazy. Like,
yeah.
Like, no,
I ain't down it. I think, to be honest with you, there's a ton of fans now that are on the JJ train. Like facts. Like a couple weeks ago, there wasn't. Like when I first was saying we should get JJ and SK was saying it, you know what I mean? And you know, you said you like JJ. I think part of it is because we're Michigan fans. So people are like, oh, they're just saying that because they're Michigan fans. But once Thor came out and said it, and then all of a sudden the betting odds came out saying that the Vikings. Thor from he be on like Purple Daily and stuff, but he be scouting college players and all that shit. He part of the Vikings community on Twitter. But you know what I mean? And he did a show and just kind of talked about it on Purple Daily, and it kind of blew up from there. You know what I mean? Then a ton of Vikings fans were like, oh, I went and watched the film now. I like this guy. Like he is the guy. He actually is him. And it's like, you know, we kind of were telling you that like months ago, but it's all right though. It's all gravy. You know what I'm saying?
Like Purple Papa, my guy. I respect him though. I like Michael Penix, but I just hate for somebody to take shots at my Michigan team and after JJ when they really can't say they really don't have no firm information on Michigan or JJ to down them. And I'm listening to the shit like.
Well, I think the only thing people have that people use against JJ is he doesn't have the volume. So people look at the volume and say, "Oh, he hasn't thrown the ball enough." You know what I mean? But think about this. JJ was 18 years old, man, playing in college football, man. This man just was able to drink a beer, bro, like January
people in
30th.
high school at 18.
January 20, I think January 20th was his birthday. Like literally, bro, this man is a baby, man. This dude is really a baby boy. You hear me? Like for sure, he baby boy. That's a fact. Like
right. Like, and the crazy part, rap, like I tell people, JJ had to compete for that job. The job wasn't given to him. He had to compete he had to compete 2 years in a row for the job.
Yeah,
probably the fucking third year, if I'm not mistaken. But he had to compete every year for the job at Michigan, though. It wasn't given to him.
Yeah. And I also am a big believer of you couldn't have just put any quarterback, because people make it seem like, oh, any quarterback could have just been where JJ was and they would have won the national championship.
The game. JJ could have lost the game for Michigan.
Yeah.
With the throw, he did throw the ball or run the ball. He could have fumbled. He could have threw a crazy interception and lost the game for Michigan. But he ain't do that.
Yeah. Man, we talked about it. We talked about all the quarterbacks tonight, though, man. This was a great show, though, to be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? This was a good show, though, man. You know what I mean? We've been on 2 hours. And I'm going to keep it real. We touched on all the quarterbacks tonight. We got litty tonight. We talked our smack about some of them. You know, hey, look, and we can go through them one more time, man. Listen, I want everybody to drop their top 3, man. Go in order on what you can get. Make it realistic. I left Caleb Williams out of the picture on purpose because I do believe that, and I'll break this down too real quick. This is my thing. If a couple weeks comes by and Kirk Cousins doesn't sign with the Minnesota Vikings, I believe that the Vikings are going to, at that point, the whole narrative is going to change and they're going to get more aggressive. So that's why I got Drake May in the picture, because I believe it's going to be based off of if we can't, because, you know, every team's going to have that need quarterbacks. They're going to have their list just like we have our list. All right. There's going to be a list about 4 of them that they'll say, hey, this is our number 1. This is our QB2, QB3, QB4. And if Kirk Cousins doesn't sign, I think that the Vikings, if KOC really wants his guy, our team is going to be more aggressive to trade up further to try to get a Drake May if they possibly can. They might call Washington and say, hey, what are you thinking? I mean, like, you guys going to use Sam Howell for 1 more year and try to build around him, or what, man? What we got going on? You know what I'm saying? And because we trying to get our guy. Kirk's walking out. We got to do what we got to do.
Lie. I'm dying to hear your top 3 quarterbacks.
So my top 3, man, I told you.
Without Caleb Williams, right?
Yeah, because we're not putting Williams in there.
Right.
Yeah, we're not putting Williams in there.
Okay.
So this is my first choice. Jaden Daniels. Right. Jaden Daniels is my first choice. That's my first choice. All right. That's who I would go after first. It's my opinion. Watch this film. Watch how he plays. He's efficient. He knows when to run. Now, does he know when to slide and maybe not take hits? No, that's something he can work on. But when you're talking about something like that, that is so easy to coach, bro. That's as simple as saying, hey, bro, you got to start getting down. That's it. And that problem's fixed. You feel me? Like, that's nothing you have to train for. You don't got to hit the weight room to do it. Like, that's just something you sit down in the office and have a conversation. Hey, we need you. You know what I'm saying? Be a little smarter when you're running. All right. Get what you can get, but don't try to truck over people. This is the NFL. You will get knocked out of the game. Trust me. Trust me. All right. And that's something that can be worked on. And that's his only flaw, like in a way, when it comes to, you know, him playing the quarterback. Man, the man can throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? The man can run the ball. He's smart. Checks at the line. He goes through all of his progressions, because the way their offense ran, he was able to go through his progressions, not like a Bo Nix that they call a play. It's one read and throw. Like, that's the bullshit. That's not going to translate to the NFL. That's a fact. Right. All right. And then I'm going to go with JJ McCarthy. That's going to be my second one. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact of, I believe he has the winning mentality. He knows what it's like to win. He knows what it takes to win. Those things, I hold a lot of weight on those things, because I want a guy that's been there before, right? I think that means something. When you have people that've been there before, like I think it holds weight. Like, for example, if we were to go get a guy like, let's say Snead, right? The cornerback from the Kansas City Chiefs. Like that would bring a ton of value because he's won 2 Super Bowls back to back. So he would come in the locker room and he can teach the young guys and tell the young guys, look, you want to know what we went through that last year to win that Super Bowl, bro? We went through this down. We had to do this to fix that, correct this, and then we had to keep our heads up and keep going, pushing. Like those things matter. You want people in your locker room that have been there before. They know what it feels like, so they can read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this team ain't ready, or hey, we got what it takes in this locker room. I'm telling y'all, I've been here before. You know what I mean? So, and I think JJ's that type of guy. Like he's mentally the strongest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you ain't gonna agree with this, but my number 3 is Drake May. All right, so I like Penix. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Papa. I like Penix, but I would take Drake May if it was between Penix and May. Personally, I think I would take May, man. Although I do believe May is the biggest bust factor out of these guys as far as the top quarterback. I'm not talking about like day 2 guys like Bo Nix and Spencer Rattler and all them, because they're not going to be busts because nobody expects them to be superstars. So you can't be a bust if nobody expect you to be shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fact. Like when you're talking about Jaden Daniels, Drake May, and JJ McCarthy, by the time this NFL Combine's over, they're going to have the bust tag on them because they're going to be expected to be good in the NFL. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Drake May would be my 3rd, man. You tell me your 3, man. Who's your 3?
I ain't gonna lie. My 3, my number 1 would be, I would have to go with JJ, man. Just because.
Ooh, number 1. Let's go.
Yeah, because Purple Papa was trying to dog JJ. And we got 3 years of film of JJ playing good football, running the football when he need to, making key throws when he need to, and trusting his wide receivers.
Yeah.
In big football games. And he win big football games. JJ could have easily throw interceptions against Alabama, against Washington. He could have fumbled the football, but he made the throw when he needed to. He threw a crazy interception against Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, the first quarter. No, I think they called that shit back. So no, like JJ played good against Alabama, a good defense.
Yeah, no, he had 3 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Okay, so they did call that first
they called
interception
that back. 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, so JJ played good, and plus he played good for 3 years, and I watched him from day 1 grow up in college football. And my second quarterback would be Jaden Daniels. I watched him from week 1 and throughout the whole college football year last year, get better every week. He got better every week. I can't say that. And plus, he won the Heisman. Like you said, he could run the football. He do it progression real good. I like Jaden Daniels. I think I kind of like JJ better. I could be heavy biased, but
yeah.
And I also like Michael Penix, man. Michael Penix threw the football 2 times, twice a year for over 4,500 passing yards. And only quarterback do that in college history with him and Patrick Mahomes, man. And only reason Michael Penix ain't played good in that championship game against Michigan, they ain't had no running game. You are not about to drop back 30, 35 times against Michigan defense and think you're going to be good in the NFL, man. I think Michael Penix, if he can stay healthy, he going to be a dog in the NFL, man. I like Michael Penix.
You could be right.
He got an arm on him.
You could be right. Yeah,
I like him, man.
And again, like we say, man, hey, look, we could be totally wrong on all of this too. At the end of the day, these are just us going off of what we watch and what we see, man, and just standing on what we feel. You feel me? And shit, that just is what it is. So me and you really, we're only different between May and Penix. You know what I mean? Like those are the differences there. Like I like Penix too, as far as throwing and all that. Again, I just can't get over the national championship game, and I can't get over why he didn't play in the Senior Bowl. like why he opted out and decided not to get out there. You know what I mean? Like that too. Like even at least one quarter. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's the worry?
What to see your bro? Fuck that shit. For what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. You got film on me. I don't need play
But
no
still,
scene.
yeah, you went
I
though.
was
Like, yeah,
I
you
was
went.
crazy. Hey, I ain't believing when I read. I'm like, why he playing in the Senior Bowl for?
Yeah,
Bro, you just in
yeah.
the national championship game.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
the fuck you got to prove?
Maybe he was just out there helping the younger guys out. So respect for that.
Helping,
you know, if that was
helping
the
your
case.
boy Spencer Rattler out.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Vikings fan wants Spencer Rattler on the football team.
No, who? Not me.
No,
Not me.
A lot of people want him on the Vikings.
Man, I do not want to. I wouldn't touch Spencer Rattler with a 10-foot pole, man. Listen, that's a wrap for me.
I tell people like, man, quit playing, man. Like this dude is trash.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't touch Spencer Rattler, man. Not to say that he couldn't turn into somebody. Like he could be. Like this is the thing, man. Every year you always get like a fourth rounder or so that shows a little bit of promise. Like right, like last year was DTR, right? Like he came in, kind of did his thing during the one game. Everybody was like, "Oh, see, we should have got DTR," and you know what I mean. This, that, and the third. So there's always going to be that guy. Spencer Rattler could be that guy this year. You know, Michael Pratt could be that guy. We'll see. Somebody gonna be it. Somebody got to do it, right? And out of all these quarterbacks, like somebody got to be great, right? And we're just trying to figure out which one is going to be great because somebody's going out of this class right here that we about to draft, bro. There should be at least 2 of these mugs that we should be talking about for the next 10 years, at least.
And guess what? And guess what, Rap? Somebody gonna be a bust.
And there's gonna be people that gonna be a bust.
Somebody gonna be a bust.
That's a fact.
I see people
be the bust.
I see people talking about I'm sleeping on Drake May.
Yeah,
Drake May is the guy. Man, I guess so, man.
Man, you got to go watch some more film on him, man. There's things I like about Drake May, but there's also
I'm not big on
there's some decisions that I don't
man.
like about Drake May, man. Like Drake May, he'll throw that ball in triple coverage a lot, man. That's why he has the most interceptions out of all these guys. You know what I mean? And especially and he playing for the ACC.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Like look at the conference he in. Like
he got the most interceptions.
He ain't even dominate. He ain't dominate that conference he was in.
Yeah,
that man ain't never a Mitch Trubisky again.
Mitchell Trubisky, no, but
2.0, 2.5.
He definitely has the build. And then Norse sent me something. I think Norse and Skull Mafia, like there's an interview I watched where it made me really gravitate towards him a little more because he comes from a competitive family, and I like that. Like his dad, his brother, like they're all kind of involved in sports, and they all kind of sit there and compete all the time. Things like that I do like. It holds weight with me, man, when I try to judge these players and who I would want to play for the Minnesota Vikings. Because again, man, like I'm emotionally invested in this football team, bruh. So I want the best for it. You know what I mean? Because I know that on Sundays, like during football season, they're going to dictate my mood for a day. Like I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much I'm a fan, bruh. Like I'm a fanatic, you know what I mean, when it comes to the Vikings. Like if we go out there and play like shit, I'm gonna be mad on Sunday. Like my wife would tell you, bro, like it's a wrap. Like it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm done. Like they done pissed me off for the day. I ain't even want to talk to my churn. I ain't want to do nothing. Like it's over with. You know?
Yeah.
Like so, I want the best for this football team because I know it's gonna make my life better for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Or 4 months or whatever.
Yeah, man. But I ain't gonna lie to you though. I did a lot of mock drafts since I know how to do this shit. And I see Drake May going to the Commanders though at number 2.
He might.
So that's a good thing. I was.
We were gonna do it. I was gonna do a mock, man, but we've been on rambling, man. We did 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying
we've been going.
Yeah, we had a good show though, man. We touched on all the quarterbacks. Y'all know how we feel about the quarterbacks. You feel me? And the draft's gonna come, and it's gonna be a great night. We gonna do a big show for the draft. Y'all know that. And RAP gonna be sitting here, and I'm gonna be hoping that our Vikings make the right choice, and we just gonna have a good time, man. At the end of the day, regardless of what happens, you know the best part about it is we're all gonna still be Vikings fans, right?
Right.
We all gonna be Vikings fans, and we all gonna root for it regardless of what happens, and we gonna complain, and we gonna cheer, and we gonna complain again, and cheer again.
Hey, Rap, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
No matter who we take at the quarterback spot, Vikings fan gonna complain no matter who we take.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to have Vikings fans that are going to complain, and then you're going to have Vikings fans that's going to say, put him in, after about 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
First, like if we bring Kirk back, first interception he throw, man, we going to be, hey, put him in. And that's the thing, like me, that's how much of a Vikings fan I am before knowing anything. Is like, if like as much as I wouldn't want a Bo Nix, right? If we were to draft a Bo Nix, like I would be calling for him to go in. Like I would be one of his biggest supporters at first. Like I would, you know what I mean? Like I would be like, hey, bro, put Bo Nix in, like him, you know what I mean? Until he shows me different. I mean, I did it with Jaren Hall. I knew Jaren Hall most likely wasn't going to be shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I wanted to support the boy. I mean, I want to boost his name up. Shit.
I feel you on that.
I have some kind of hope, goddammit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
I feel you on that one.
But man, listen, man, everybody, man, make sure y'all go follow In the Zone podcast.
Subscribe now.
Yeah, subscribe. Hey, somebody go grab his link real quick and drop it in the chat for me, please, man. One of the mods, man. Go grab Zoe's link real quick and drop it in the chat, man, so we can pin that real quick, man.
Oh yeah, somebody said great. Oh, I mean, Rap already have a great show.
Yeah, man, we do, man. Me and Zoe, man, we get in our zone, man, and start the rambling, man. You know what I mean? We have fun, man. One thing we can agree on, man, is most of us in the chat, we damn sure don't want Kirk. So you know what? Regardless of who we get, you feel me? Like shit, as long as it ain't Kirk in the center, man, we straight.
I'm straight. I'm so over that Kirk shit though, but it's crazy though. A lot of fans want Kirk back. I'm like, for what?
Shout out. Yeah, shout out Blood Eagle Smeagol, man. Shout out Blood Eagle Smeagol, man.
Shout out to you, Blood Eagle.
Bob, man. Ain't nobody grabbing the link. All right, facts. I'm finna start deleting wrenches out this motherfucker. Let me
drop that link, y'all, for me one time. I need some more subscribers. I'm 5 away from 600 subscribers. Drop that link.
5 away. Let's go. Hold on.
I'm 5. Oh, somebody. Dalen dropped it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
I'm 5 away from 600.
Y'all make sure I hit that link, man. Let me go there real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a video. I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow too, man. It's just the off season. I don't know what the fuck to talk about.
All right, I pinned the message too, man. Make sure y'all go hit that link, man. He 5 away, man. So if there's 5 people in the building that aren't subscribed to In the Zone podcast, man, make sure y'all go subscribe to that man, dog. Because guess what? He be grinding like your boy. I ain't gonna lie. He be posting videos almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So Too Evil talk about I want Bo Nix.
I don't know about that one.
Hell nah, Too Evil, man. Hell
nah. About that one though, man.
Dude, we do not want Bo Nix, man. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You say that until you see his ass play for us, then you gonna be like Carson Wentz. You
know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be doing curb sessions on his ass. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah. Bo Nix curb shit.
Bo Nix curb.
Trash.
Like I said though, if we get him though, shit, hey, I'm gonna be like, put his ass in there, get him in there, Bo Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Bo Mahomes on him. You know what I mean? I'm a supporter of the Vikings, you know what I mean? Until I get evidence. Man. Until I get evidence, man. You know what I mean? Once I get evidence, I'm gonna curb your ass.
We all on board in the off season. We love the quarterback shit they take. Facts. We love it.
Facts.
For real. I love his ass price about week 6 shit.
Yeah.
I ain't seen no progression with this motherfucker.
None, man. I mean, but hey, we're gonna definitely damn get to it, man. At the off season goes, man, we're gonna be doing these live shows, man, having fun, man. This shit is fun as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? I love talking about these quarterbacks and stuff, man, and talking about all the players. Next Friday, we're gonna definitely jump off the quarterback situation. We're gonna let that die down. Because we're gonna really start talking about some DBs, man. Because we definitely need a DB. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, you want DBs?
Man, we gonna get on DBs, man. We need DBs.
I like our DBs for real.
What? Oh man, we gonna save that. Let's save that. Let's save that for next week if you want to tap in. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you like our DBs, man, I got to put you on game. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't too much to like out there, bro. Like for real, I'm talking about the cornerbacks now. I'm not talking about safeties. So who the hell you like? So you like a Caleb Evans?
Man, send me that link, man. Next Friday, man.
You like a Caleb Evans, bro?
Oh, they young. They young.
Man, listen, boy, we got some work to do, boy. We got some work to do, boy. Like, boy, hey, young ain't gonna cut it.
Leave the corners alone, man.
Are you doing a live show during free agency? Yes, I will. I am going to do a live show when the free agent market opens up and all the news pops. Yeah, I'm going to go live for sure. I'm going to go live for sure, man. You know what I mean? Because I know that news just be popping out. So I'm going to try to do a live, man. Where we just sit on here and hope that the ticker comes across. So appreciate
man,
you asking that, though.
This is the best Viking podcast out there. Rap go crazy on it. I love getting on rap show. Shit.
Facts, man. You know that, man. Shit.
Yeah,
everybody gonna tap in.
One. Yo,
everybody
be
tap
live,
in, man. We be pumping, man. You know what I mean? But hey, thank you to everybody tonight, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. Let me give y'all a Ric Flair name, man. Let's go.